Hello, welcome. Hey Maggie, how you doing? What is up? I am coloring today. Coloring a doodle I made for a thing. But yeah, just a chill Saturday. Got stuff to go do later. I don't want to do anything too intensive. Cutie, mousy. Thank you for the resub. 8 months, 3 month streak. Almost a Twitch babe. Almost. I don't know why the alert didn't go off, but you know, things happen. That is the wrong one. That is not my kazoo. To sanitize that. Thank you, QT. How are you doing, love? I'm just writing check marks on your guys' triangles now, just so I don't get too carried away with stream. That way I know to come back and doodle it in at a later time. You'll get avocado next. Hooray. Hello, X-File. How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What am I doing? I didn't even pick up my right pencil yet. Maggie, we're just going to turn off emotes only chat, but you already did it. Haha. Thanks. Gloves VP, gloves Maggie. Doing good. Had a chill morning and trying to finish a small stitch. Yeah, I'm in a chill mood today too. So just not doing anything too complicated. Just coloring between the lines of something I've already drawn. This is a fruit cart with Junimos hiding as apples. I don't remember the exact Junimo colors, but I need to go look them up. So this is gonna be a stop motion project, and I've got three drawings, three of the same drawing. We can get the whole thing in frame just a little bit, maybe. There we go. So here's the undisturbed cart, and then I'm gonna have Kaleidocycle come along this way, turning as it goes. Turning as it goes. It's gonna plop into place here. Gonna knock some watermelons and the wheel out of the way. Still turning. And then the pumpkin and the wheel are completely out of the way. And the Kaleidocycle will have replaced the wheel of the cart and is now the wheel. That's the general idea here. Wanted to do the fruit cart theme with one of the fruity Kaleidocycles, and Ravens here happen to have 3 slices, and then the 4th one is a pizza. So I'm trying to get this colored and the photos taken. The photos I'll take tomorrow. I want to get it colored today so that I can mail it off on Monday with your package, with your box, QT, and maybe with another one that I haven't packaged up yet. That one's just a birthday card, and it's already finished for Queen Home Slice. Her birthday is it next week already? It's at the end of the month. Maggie, what about the redeem about triangle off for today's stream? No, you can leave them. You can leave the redeems. It's fine. I'm willing to do whatever still. I just want to just work on this a little bit until then. AKA, set on pause. Nope. Maggie's like, you know why I asked, didn't you? Alright. I can do that. We're making more avocados, because I don't have the other one designed, so I'm making more avocados for Maggie. How many channel points do you have? Did I set it too low? No, it's good. It's good. I just kid. Get out my mat. Boop. And my tray. And my triangles for the Maggie. Oh, where did I move them to? Put them over here. What are everybody's weekend projects? QT said a small stitch. This is the correct bag. The sunlight is fading in and out behind some clouds, guys, so it's doing some weird stuff, and I apologize for the lighting. Sad day. Ta-da! Enough. Good enough. It's good. Okay. I figured. $2 is easy to redeem, but also just enough to save up for if you use it enough. Okay. There we go. So there's these 2 halves of an avocado. Let me find my colors. Those are 15s. These are 11s. Green. And the lighter green. I think today I'll do the pit. It's easier color to get out because the other one is, I still haven't labeled all my new stuff yet, so hi McKay, hello, welcome. How are you doing? We're working on another triangle for Maggie here as a Redeema triangle from old cycles. Wait, McKay, since you're here, I think I owe you a triangle. I think you got gifted a sub at some point recently, very recently. Yes. You are one of the lucky ones. You shall, if you choose, receive a sub-cycle throughout your time here. Hi, Tama. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? Oh, I miss you. How you doing? I wasn't talking about you earlier. It didn't happen. It's not your birthday soon. No. Maggie, and the same as the stream, limited Twitch community challenges. Yeah, I haven't put up a new one yet. I'm not ready. I still haven't done the Kumahimo. It's dumb. What do I do? I don't know what this means. Okay, so this is examples of triangles. These are little avocados. And since you were subbed or gift subbed before September 7th of this year, you get one of these for every month that you do so. I'm transitioning to a new style afterwards, but I'm figuring that out as I go. So we have avocados. I have all sorts of patterns. Here is a finished kaleidocycle. This is the end product, which is a project I need to get finished and sent out. I'm doing an extra side project along with it. So I've got lemons on this one. I've got watermelons. I've got limes, pizza. I promise they're not all food. I've done lots of flowers. I've done snowflakes. I can go through the little tracker here for you. And you can tell me when to stop or if you have an idea. 11 days. 11 days, my gosh. Okay, ones I haven't mentioned yet. Here's a flower. There's snowflake. There's candy corn. I've beaten up a lot of these, and some of these I still haven't done yet, so it just depends. Ocean waves. That one looks really cool. It looks like octopus tentacles, actually. Onigiri. I haven't done this one yet. Rainbow on a cloud is pretty cool idea though. And then there's the first of the flowers I ever made was actually BK. Nothing wrong with food, no. But they all started off as food themed. You can do butterflies. Ooh, that's a new one. I will definitely give that a shot. Butterflies. Since I haven't ever done that before, I'll try to doodle it for a little bit. How do I do butterflies? See, this is the fun part, is the challenge. Because I asked you guys to start challenging me, like, super, super early on, so I didn't get, like, tired. Can do one big butterfly would be easier, honestly. This is just a rough shape. And anytime I bead these up, it always takes like a couple attempts, and then all the wompy looking triangles from I didn't quite get this right end up in a protocycle of their own, which those look cool. They're like, it's like confetti, but triangle confetti. I don't know. Ugh, I'd have to show you the protocycle. I don't remember the link. My second one isn't food either. No, yours is not food. It's a circuit board. I love that. Whee. Right, we got a little butterfly in the middle here. Is that your favorite insect, McKay? See, I also learn things about you guys as you suggest things for me. If anybody sees Ava, I owe her a new pattern too. She didn't say what she wanted last time, so. Ooh, do you have a color preference, McKay? I've got all the colors. I've got a lot of them. I don't have all the colors. I am not that rich to afford everything in Delicas or Toho's either. But I did get several new ones in both recently. And apparently today is Jill Wiseman's garage sale. Like, she has this every year, apparently. And so you can... Is this the right page? Yeah, this is the right page. You can go to her site and you can get good quality beads for decent prices. Boop. If you want to support a designer who runs her own store, she's got like a selection. She carries all the Delicas too, apparently, which is nice. And I just want to be her friend. She's so fun. I do like butterflies and bees. Bees scare me, but I still like them because they're super important to the ecosystem. They are. I'm sorry that they scare you. Mostly, you're okay around bees. I know that you can't, like, explain away phobias. I understand that. But at least with bees, you can stand still around them and they won't bother you. With wasps, they might be a little more aggressive. I have both around my house. I have more wasps than bees around my house. But I can't get rid of them because they're the dirt dauber kind. They live under the cement block under my watering hose. And I try to take care of them every now and then, and it doesn't work. Nope. So I just am very careful in the backyard. So I kind of doodle the whole pattern if it's going to be a full pattern on a face, and then only color in part of it when a sub has happened. I know. I got a lot of orange butterflies here, but I want to do red for some reason, so I'm going to do red, unless you have a color preference. But favorite colors: purple, dusty rose, pink. Okay, that'll work. I've got the light pink here. And I'll write down purple and pink. There we go. There we go. Haha. I can do that. We have lots of purple fans. Lots and lots of purple fans in chat, in this community, in general. X-File. 25-gram packages. I might be shopping for a while now. Right, yes. From what I can tell, there aren't any cylinder beads, but 25 grams of 11s will get you lots and lots of things done. Lots and lots of things made. Hello, Fluffy Bear. How are you doing? How are you? What is up, my friend? Okay. I almost got my beads out for this redeem. I also need my pattern. I need to condense my books. I need to refigure out how I need to organize these journals, because they're just disc bound, so I can rearrange the pages however I need to, and I just haven't done that. There you go. Le pattern. Doing well, thank you. Going to lurk while I work with my granny. Oh, alrighty. Enjoy your time with your granny. I hope she's a sweetie. Okay, I don't need very many of each. I'm only doing one. X-File. Oh, there's not many Delicas in the garage sale, but this is an amazingly organized site. She is a phenomenal designer. Jill Weissman is one of my formative designers that I learned from. Does that make sense? Like, she has been published on and off for like ever, and she's just always been very proactive and very education focused, which is what I aspire to also be. You know, this needs to be an art form that people want to explore, aren't intimidated by, and she's always been very good at like going over the basics and just teaching. Yeah, it's a very organized site. It's very nice. And I need to support her site more, actually, honestly. I need to do that. If I hadn't just spent all my money, I will enable you guys to spend all your money instead. Looking for my green thread. I'm so ready to use up this 1G. I don't want the khaki color anymore. I want to buy a spool of green Nymo so that I will never have to buy green again. Unfortunately, Nymo doesn't make like a giant purple spool, and that just makes me sad. They've got a giant brown. Like, who wants that much brown? Khaki. I think that's the right bobbin. Yeah, it's like green khakis. I love wearing green khakis, but I don't like the thread color. It's just no fun for me. Yeah, I was just scrolling through the buttons, and like I need to stop looking at the site and probably switch tabs to something else like Discord. So I don't get tempted to buy things I have plenty of already. Yeah, there's not many Delicas in the garage sale, but that's okay. They probably all got taken, snagged if there were. I did see it said it opened at 9 a.m., which is Central Standard Time since she's in Houston. And it's 1:50 right now, so about 5 hours later, you know. If it went live at 9 a.m. and it's 5 hours later, whatever the really coveted things are will already have been gone. That's how garage sales work, right? So, I need a needle. What new projects do you have in the works, X-File? What new huge pieces do you have going on? I know you don't like it when I say they're huge pieces. But those are pretty big for Brick Stitch, just saying. Go. Still struggle with the word huge, but right now I'm working on this guy. Oh, emotes. Your beaded emotes are great. And guys, if you need a new beater to follow, because I know X-File isn't here as often as some of the rest of you, go follow X-File. He does brick stitched emotes, and for brick stitch pieces, they're pretty large. For him, they're not, because they're the only things he's beaded, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. But that's why he started beading, was learning how to brick stitch people's emotes. His own to start with, and then others later. Work overnight, so I'm always asleep during the day, but if I fell asleep watching YouTube on my day off last night, so I'm awake. Hooray! Thanks for the shout out. Of course, all beaters are welcome here. You're one of us. I need a one of us emote, and I don't know how to do that, or what I could do for it, but I need a one of us, because we type it in chat too often. I do, every time I find beaters, or I'm excited about new ones. One of us. Fluffy bear. I'm not even a beater. But we're friends at this point, so that counts. Dude, your stuff is really cool. Yes, his stuff is great. His camera is also great. Camcorder he uses to stream with is perfection. I haven't got mine yet set up yet, but I did finally buy my Canon M50. I got the Mark II because there weren't any Mark I's, but the Mark II is a better, is the more guaranteed option for webcam compatibility. Thanks so much. You're welcome. So last week and this week have been a little much for me, so I've just taken it easy as I can, and then I am working towards figuring out the new Canon. I have not used a Canon before, like I don't think ever in my life. My last digital camera, which we still have it, Ixo has it now, it's in his stuff, is my Nikon D3000, which I bought to go study abroad in London. It was a requirement that for my class that we have a DSLR. Could have done without it, but it's been a great camera since. It's been a really, really good camera. And I would still be using it, and it would be a webcam if I had chosen the D3500 model instead, which is video capable. But, you know, 11 years ago, you didn't know that you were going to be streaming on Twitch, so, like, whatever. But the Canon is an upgrade in all aspects. It'll be webcam compatible, it has video capabilities, it has a much, much better resolution, photo-wise. It's just going to be good overall. And I'm happy, and I'm excited about it. And the little bits I've gotten to use it so far have just been fun. And so It's a fun upgrade slash toy slash thing to learn how to use. And my learning curve is going to be pretty steep for a second. So, soon, when I get a chance to sit down and play with it, I shall definitely be figuring it out. Oh, dang. Now my focus is off because I was focused on the table, not the mid-air. Another reason why I bought the other camera, so I don't have to continually change my focus. Come on, there we go. Also feels dark. Like I said, the sun's doing weird stuff today, guys, so I'm sorry for all the camera adjustments. I'm so sorry. There we go. Ooh, Jess, ooh, what are we experimenting with? What was I doing? Oh, before Maggie redeemed the triangle, I'm working on a stop motion thingy with some doodles. Boop. But yeah, I'll be playing around, going back to doodling that here in a little bit. How are you doing, Jess? Okay, I'm here but lurking heavily. Today's the hubby's birthday and I'm crocheting and lunch is arriving soonish. Happy birthday to the hubby! Trying to get a bunch of projects off my plate so I can do some beading projects. You know, you could just go straight to the beading projects. Nobody's really gonna judge you. I won't, for sure. Yeah, I'm working on a stop motion piece. I don't know why, I just like doing stop motion pieces with the kaleidocycles. They're just fun and silly, and I'm not very good at it, but I don't care. It's something new to do. Okay, this thread is very curly. Can you see all that? So I'm gonna wax it. 1G does that. It's like very curly. Like, it's an okay thread. I like it well enough, but I don't think I'll like keep buying it. The little, I don't know, I'd rather just use Nymo. I'm old-fashioned. I'm good, just got home from work, says Jess. My landlord's having the siding done on the house. It's very loud and baggy. Just very loud in the house, I'm sorry. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I've waxed the thread to take some of the curl out, and it's helped a little bit. So now it's just wavy instead of curls, you know, like my hair when it gets wet. Ay, ay, ay. Bangy. Loud and bangy. I had a landlord once wake me up by hammering on the house. Like, he just didn't announce that he was coming over, but I lived in a rent house where squirrels were getting in, and so he was nailing flashing to the gaps. You know, he chased the squirrels out, but he was nailing some metal flashing to the gaps where they were getting into the house. And it just woke me up one day, and I'm like, what is going on? What's happening? It was very bizarre. Okay. Got white. And then 3 green. This is the last of this green. This is 655. Yeah, Delica 655. I don't think I'll be ordering it again because I actually prefer 656, which is a shade darker. And it just has a little more contrast with everything than this green does. And they don't contrast with each other at all. They look like it in the tubes side by side. They look like they'll contrast with each other just fine. But when you stitch with them side by side, this one gets eaten up by the other one. So the other one is definitely the superior color. Hello, Prince. Welcome. How are you doing? We have all the beaters in chat today, guys. All the beaters and a phenomenal illustrator. Fluffy. And a best friend. Hello. Hello. Hello, Queen Home Slice. How you doing? I totally didn't find your birthday card in the garage this morning. I knew that there was a birthday card in there, and I'm like, yes. I have to cut it down to fit the envelope, though, because we don't have the envelope that matches it, so. But you'll get that in the mail soon. I want to pack that up this weekend. Boop. We have all the best people in chat. Working on keychains. Ooh, fancy. What kind of keychains? That could be anything. That could be like loomed pieces that go around your wrist. It could be like little tiny stitched up friend dudes. My keychain is double-sided. It is square stitched slime and female slime from Dragon Quest games. Or Dragon Warrior, whichever way you prefer saying them. So I've got a little blue slime and a little orange slime back to back. Crochet plush heart with beads. Oh, neat. I can't crochet. Well, I can kind of crochet. I crocheted a donut, so I technically can crochet. I crocheted a donut. It's the only thing I've ever done. And it has no beads, just lots of sprinkles. So I guess I can technically crochet. I just want to do it with beads, and it's so much harder with beads. Which is why it was a community challenge, and why I'm still working on figuring that out. I'm trying to make a bracelet. It's an abandoned project at this point, but I was working on a bracelet in the round, single crochet in the round. And glorious donut it became. Crochet plush heart with beads. Okay, cool. Thank you for the encouragement. I don't know, I thought it was fun, but then I also realized why people don't like dark colored yarns in pretty much any fiber craft. Is I was crocheting at night while watching like Buffy. I think I was watching Buffy or Angel, one of the two, and I was crocheting in a warm light by my bed, the bedside light, and I couldn't see my stitches. It was so bad. And so the top was a lot tighter than the bottom just because I couldn't see what was going on. But I finished it, so I'm proud and I'm happy and it's good. Jess, I'm about to pull out my stuff. I have one more pendant and a brooch to finish, and then I'm going to try to knock out some Pink Breast Cancer Awareness Month things before Saturday. You are so on a roll, Jess. I am stunned at the amount that you've been putting out. That's amazing. Also, don't wear yourself out. So I've mostly just been making stuff on stream lately, so what I've been doing on stream is a couple of triangles as they're redeemed. I finished the Desert Rose necklace last stream, and I started working on the Phoenix for a little bit last stream and realized I don't like streaming it still, so I'm probably gonna not stream it anymore. I just don't like doing it. Prince, I would post a pic, but since it's kind of mixed media, I have no clue where to put it. You can put it wherever you like. If it has beads on it, you can put it in beads. Since it's mostly crochet, you can put it in fabric and needle arts. Either one works. Beading UFO or finishes, or the fabric and needle arts. Just where most of our people put crochet and knitting and stitching projects. Jess, I sit and look at the bead crochet supplies and keep walking away like, you too? Every time I pull it out or glance at it, I'm like, I know I need to finish this. It's pre-strung and everything, but I don't know. And then like after I started this whole rabbit hole going down back with the bead crochet, I found old photos of bead crochet pieces I had made. And like they were all slip stitch crochet ropes done in size 8 and 6, which is a heck of a lot easier. But even so, I was like, why did I make so many? I don't understand. I know I didn't like it then, and I know I don't like it now. But I want to, you know, at least get enough practice to be decent at it. And the only answer I can think of, which makes the most sense, is I made them on the school bus. So I'd like put the project in my backpack and I'd bring it out on the school bus, because the easiest way for me to bead crochet is holding whatever the beads are wrapped around between my knees. And when you're on a school bus, you can have your knees propped up on the seat in front of you, and so it was easy for the beads to slide down to the piece I was working on. I don't know, that's the only thing that makes sense. So I had to have made them all on the school bus, because all growing up, didn't matter where I lived, my bus ride was an hour and a half each way. So I'd spend 3 hours a day on the school bus. If I wasn't reading a book, bead crochet was actually an option, because you can't lose your beads. You just can't with bead crochet once they're pre-strung. So that had to be it. Prince, yeah, you need very good lighting of working in the dark. I know. This is why I have no fewer than 7 lights in this house. 3 of them don't have bulbs though, so I need to go buy bulbs. I have the one that is here on my desk lighting up the beads right now. Over here, I have this guy, which I can turn on if I need more light. And that's good. That's been the one I'm using as extra lighting for the video I'm trying to film. Well, have been filming, not trying. It's been successful so far. And then I have another one over there that's not plugged in right now, but it plugs into the outlet behind me under the poster. I love the poster. And that one will light up the desk over there if I need like writing to write stuff down. There we go. Ta-da! Maggie has 3 out of, I believe, 12 currently. So yeah, this has been booking it on these triangles. Sweet. Put it in Fabric and Needle Arts. Okay, good, cool. I'll check that in a second. But yeah, I have another outlight there, so that's 3. The brand new one is in its box still with no light. That's 4. And then I have 3 that are in the tub in the closet. 5, 6, and 7. Because I haven't gotten a chance yet to figure out where they all need to go. I have so many highlights. Let's look at these keychains. Ooh, that's cool. Right. Boop. I want to see. Oh, neat. There's the big beads. The close-up of the stitches. These are neat. Friends, these are beautiful. Look at that rainbow heart. I love it. Love it. Light's pretty essential for working with dark yarn, yes. I have so many. Some kind of daylight-ish lamp, yeah. One of them actually doesn't have a daylight bulb in it. IXO has found all of these thrifted, with the exception of the blue one on the desk behind me. I bought that at Tuesday Morning years ago for more than any of the ones that IXO has bought thrifted for like nothing a piece. One of them actually has a warm light in it, which is odd. All the rest are daylight, but that one has yellow. which would make a good reading light. Or atmospheric light if you needed. So I just have my thread wound back up on my bobbin. I'm gonna put these beads back away, and then I'll get out my coloring stuff again. My coloring project. Prints. Ooh, how do those like good? I've been thinking about them, but the problem is that I cannot have barrel bulb because I am photosensitive. Oh, it's a vintage brass desk light, really good light. Okay. I like them. They're really, really good. They help your eyes, especially at night if you're working on crafts at night. Space is lost in space where everything is getting lost in the void. Oh no. But yeah, it's photosensitive. You couldn't have the light shining directly on you. Maybe they might make ones that have filters. I don't know. Like I said, most of mine are thrifted. So I have definitely never paid full price for one, but I own 7. Thanks, IXO. Yeah, and they're almost all the desk flip up ones, you know, except for this one. And then there's another little one that's flip up, but it stands weird. But this one is an overhead, adjustable arm type light. It's weird. Don't blame you, they are expensive. You know, and it's not like I wouldn't have paid full price for them, it's just I'd never needed to. I think they're definitely worth the, $45 to $60 average range. And I know some are more expensive than that, but I think that's the average range. I think they're worth that. Like, for as long as I've had the little blue one, the bulb has never gone out. And that one is the knockoff. Like, that one's not even name brand. That one's a knockoff. All the others are name brand. And we got 1 or 2 of them where the light had gone out, the bulb. But they're easy to replace. The bulbs are about $13, I want to say. $12, $13. I paid like $22 for a blacklight version, but the pins were wrong. And there was only one place on the internet that sold them. And I got it, and I put it in. At that point, I had like 3 odd lights. And I tried to, you know, the blue one has different connections than the official ones. So the 2 that I had, the pins didn't work in any of them because the notches are cut in the wrong place. So blacklight bulbs don't work, but the regular bulbs do. The 13 watts, and then there's like a specific number you have to look for. What is it? 13 watt type PL. That's it. That's a bulb type. It's just like, yeah, let me look over. It says right there. And I'll go blind. I was trying tatting with beads, but long list of things to do. Oh, geez. Yeah, I have needle. I have tatting needles, and I have a tatting shuttle. I've never tried it, but I do want to. And I have size 5 and size 8 tatting thread as well. So that's a someday maybe, you know? I have what you need to start, but I haven't ever started. I just, one of those things I found in like a craft stash somewhere. You guys didn't know by now, I have lots of thrifting in my life. That started by necessity when I was little. We needed something to wear to school, so. Let's see. I think I will stick with mine. There. Got a lot of small lamps surrounding. Need to hang one from the ceiling. Ooh, nice. And I have daylight bulbs in the light fixture in the ceiling fan. I use tatting needle. We'll maybe finish stuff someday. Maybe someday. That's the goal for all of us, right? Is the maybe someday. I'm gonna just leave that one out. And I'm gonna mark this one. What's today's date? The 18th? Oh geez. I have missed many days. Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I'm marking something down for myself. Okay, let's go back to the doodles. Hooray! Maybe. I'm just gonna leave the triangles out in case somebody else redeems. But, yeah. You can only redeem once per stream, you guys. For you guys. But, like, it can be redeemed once every 45 minutes. Which it's almost been. So I'm making the project for this, which is this guy. And I need to change the focus again. As I collect lamps, need to set up the one I'll be hanging. He has a picture of a covered bridge and hangs on a chain. Ooh, that's fancy. I unintentionally collect lamps, but not cool ones. Just daylight ones. Okie doke, where's my focus? There we go. That sounds like a pretty piece of art. Is it like stained glass too? You can put the daylight bulb in it. That's fair. That's a way to do it. Milky glass. Ooh, fancy. So it's translucent, but it's not transparent. I don't know if this will shake the swing arm, my coloring, but it might. Sorry about that in advance if it does. Just to hijack stream or not to hijack, rubs hands together evilly. Maniacal laughter coming from the corner where Jess is sitting. The choice is up to you, my friend. The choice is up to you. I owe you lots of triangles, you might as well. Like, I think I almost owe you a whole new cycle. I'm kind of scared to look. I wouldn't have put the channel point redemptions there if they weren't meant to be used. Just saying. Do it, Jess. No, I'll let you do it. All right. But you guys don't have to feel bad about it. If I ever got to a point where it was like, oh no, I can't do this today, I would deactivate it. But we're good. Boop. Paper's flying everywhere. And purple. Come here, you. Handy dandy, I have a pencil sharpener on the windowsill. That's just where it fit in the room. Yes, I may have a nap attack. Want to make sure I'm awake to pick a whip. I'm part feline, you know. You know? Ixo makes fun of me all the time and calls me part cat. All the time. Everything's beeping at me. Who's a beeping? Don't even know. Oh, Prance's cleanup time. You gotta contain it sometimes so that you have space to breathe. Like, now that I have the desk that I have now, I never want to give it up. Ever. because I had two normal sized, just regular desk top drawer and then 3 drawers, and they were in an L shape. But even so, like, my monitors took up so much space that I didn't have any room to actually work. And then just like Ixo keeps giving me all his furniture all the time, and then this one is the one that's stuck. So I'm glad I have the space I have. Oh, but that lamp is cool. That lamp is really cool, Prince. Neat. I approve. You have so much yarn. So which purple starts on this side? What color yarn? I don't even know if I'm in frame. I might be. I might not be. I'm not really paying attention. Whoops. I put a workspace pick up so you can see 2 of the lamps, and in the middle of cleaning between projects. Yeah, I have the cleaning between projects problem too. What's in the base of the jar for the lamp on the right? Is this your Ort jar? Is it an Ort jar lamp? Because that would be amazing. Kind of what it looks like. Looks like yarn spaghetti in there. Yes, there's a really prime sunny spot on my couch at the moment, and none of the pets has claimed it yet. Sadly, there are no sunny spaces in my house other than the room I'm in. So this is the sunniest I get to sit in during the day. Like I can flop in like the one ray of sunshine in the morning that comes into our bedroom, but that's about it. Our house is not oriented towards the sun, but we live in Texas, so houses in Texas are designed to avoid the sun, which is something it took me a long time to get used to. Scrap yarn jar, sweet. Let me see. Let me catch up. Prince, yeah, as you can see, it got out of control. I love my desk. Yeah, I was doing rainbow. Cool. We all love our desks. Stella, hello! Your package came. I'm so excited to play with everything. Good. Yeah. Most of the packages should arrive today. All the priority box ones, the ones that I did not send in a bubble mailer, those should arrive. I said the 20th, but that's like, no, that's Monday. Okay, so if I sent yours in a bubble mailer, it should arrive on Monday. If I sent yours in a priority box, so if you pay $10, yours will arrive today. Aside from QT and Arrow, theirs are still behind me. I think I'm still waiting on payment from Arrow, but QT's is packaged up. I'm working on one for Raven, but this is different. She did have an item or 2 from the D-Stash, but this is her sub-cycle side project that I do sometimes. And this is her cycle. And I want to mail this out Monday, but I want to do the side project before then. So I have set myself a deadline to get finished, which will be my project tomorrow, is taking the photos for this. Whether I get to edit them or not is for another day, but I do want to take the photos tomorrow, which means I need to get this colored today. So that can be mailed out. And the last other package is a birthday card for Queen Home Slice. So that should be it. Just 4 things I want to mail out Monday. At the very latest, Arrow's package might go out later, but everybody else's should go out Monday. So yes, you are quite welcome, Stella. The ones in the back of her macrame. What did I miss? Oh. Oh, the yarns in the back of the picture are for macrame. Ooh, I don't have good macrame yarns. I learned this when I tried to teach myself. My macrame project has such a small cord that I was using, and it was definitely a headache. And I abandoned the project about 80% of the way finished. Of course, that's about when I abandon a project. And so it's sitting unfinished and counts as one of my whips. It's very red. I haven't done a red piece in a long time either. So I really like it. Let's see. Thank you for the lurk, Stella. Actually got here yesterday evening. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, because they've changed the estimation dates of the priority boxes to 3 days instead of 2. So they can still get there within that 2 days, even though the estimate is 3 now. Because they stopped guaranteeing that 2-day delivery at the start of COVID. So, but either way, it still gets to you pretty fast, and it's insured. Okay, I think I got all the dark purple, and I have the light purple. Look at this! This pencil is so small. It's actually a chalk pencil, but it never actually did its job. So, like, it didn't write on any chalkboard, like paint or actual chalkboard, anything. See, I have a... Here's my example. This is what I bought them for. This was my old name tag for Starbucks. I had both of these from the very, very start. See, I made a tree. This one's all faded and such now. But I bought these to have like a finer control than the chalkboard markers. And like, they don't really do a lot. And I have a couple others in here too from the same pack. But I've been using them as like a very, very light, washed out color of the things that I've been trying to make. I've got a green and a blue as well. There's the blue, there's the green. So yeah. So it was just a whole little set. And they didn't really have enough contrast and you wouldn't have been able to read anything. The green and the yellow obviously are going to show up a little better, but they didn't quite do the job, so they've just been pastel colored pencils instead. I really wanted them to work. I really, really did, and they just didn't. But I have used the purple one so much. So when I'm done with this pencil, because I use it a lot apparently, I'm gonna have to buy a new light purple colored pencil, whether it's like Prismacolor or something else. But it's not short enough yet for my pencil grips. So look, I have these. It's not quite short enough for the pencil extender because it just doesn't quite, it's still a bit too long for the extender, so I have to wait till it's a lot shorter before I can hold it full length again. So there's my orange one, and I've got a blue one. Also, I think it's too narrow to actually work in here. Because even with the grip up, it doesn't hold. So that's bizarre. There's my blue. Little baby pencils. Wait, you want to make one of these? Exclamation point Kaleidocycle will take you to the Cali Primer. Leidocycle on Contemporary Geometric Beadworks website. And then Butterfly is actually the assembly method that I recommend. It is the easier. It is the easier version. It makes the most sense. It seems the most stable. The jellyfish is great, but it's a little complicated to understand if you haven't ever done it before. The butterfly is beginner friendly, and it's very easy. You can always start with simple patterns, or you can just dive straight into complicated patterns. If you need advice on the complicated patterns for all the triangles to point inwards on one rotation and outwards on another rotation, I have images on the correct layout to do that, because the butterfly instructions don't have the correct layout for them all to go the same direction. They alternate, one in, one out, one in, one out. Because on the outside rotation, they all face outwards. And then the inside rotation, they all face inwards. Which, this is the first Kaleidocycle I've managed to do that with, and this is my 12th cycle that I've made, I think. I believe it is my 12th. Yes. So it took me a long time to figure out the correct way to do that, and I had to take this one apart 2 or 3 times to make it happen correctly. But I took good photos so I could remind myself later how to do it, which is good. Lol, I really love the pizza. My texts are very delayed. Are they? I'm sorry. Oh, my lead broke. That's the one thing about these pencils, is the lead breaks, which is probably why this one's so short. So I use it a lot, and the lead breaks. I won't be getting this again, but I will be looking for like individual light purple pencils. It is shaking. That's what I get for like having a cheap camera arm. But I don't draw on stream very often, so it's not, it doesn't happen a lot. Well, I'm not drawing, I'm just coloring, but yeah, I don't color on stream very often. Prince, I am an advanced bead worker, so I could do either. Fair enough. I still recommend the butterfly. It's just saves you a lot of effort. Saves you a lot of effort, and it's designed to prevent you from breaking beads in the last step, which is good. QT, BP, can you remind me what I have for cycles again? I know I have 2 fruits, just can't remember which ones. I think you have avocado and pineapple, if I remember right. I should probably draw you one. Yeah, avocado and pineapple. The one you did today was avocado, which, since I have it out, I'll go ahead and draw it in for you. Okies, thanks. Does it move easier? Well, I don't know. Like, I haven't done the standard hinge in a long time. I do long hinges where there's a bigger gap, and that's what makes it move easier for me, is having more beads in between the triangles. Because if you have fewer beads, then it's a tighter fit, but I like the looser fit of having more. It puts less stress and less strain on the hinges and on the thread itself. I also don't recommend using KO thread at all when you're making kaleidocycles. It doesn't flex. You want something like come on, brain. What's the word? You want Sono or henna thread. Those are my favorites for kaleidocycles. If you don't have those, that's okay. Nymo seems to do okay. I have done Nymo. What's the gold one I'm using right now? Miyuki is a gold one, and it works fine. There we go, QT. I got yours all doodled up. Boop. Since it's out anyway. But yeah, so far you have pineapple and avocados. Those pineapples are all sorts of pen colors. I love it. Sono, S-O-N-O. Okay. Cutie, just trying to think what I want for the third side. When time comes. Fair enough. You've got time. You don't have to worry about it. Understood. Thank you. That helps. Good. What thread do you recommend instead? Sono, yes. Sono's my favorite. And Hannah. Actually, they're pretty tied. Okay, because I bought a Star Wars themed cycle pattern. Nice. You can do it, Cutie. You can do it. Prince, I use Fireline and KO. I use the KO for flowy pieces. Yeah, KO would be great for flowy pieces. It's not great for like the tight turning of the kaleidocycles. And I can't vouch for Fireline in a cycle because I have not used Fireline. When was the last time I used Fireline? Probably 6 or 7 years. It's been a long time since I've used it. I ended up somehow with a lot of fragile batches of the stuff, which is nobody's fault. But I ended up with a bunch of fragile batches and had to repair some pieces a lot, you know. But like some of my pieces from before it became popular, before it was like made for beading, like with the branding on it, those pieces have held up, but a lot of the pieces in the middle years didn't, so I just got frustrated and I went back to the nylon threads. But that's just me. So I can't vouch for Fireline. If you do try it, just watch what it does. Make one for yourself. Don't intend to sell it, is what I would say, anytime you're trying a new thread. But yeah, let me get out my favorites. So, I recommend these two. And I have a couple different colors of each. So these are Sono. Sono Nozuki. They're named after the artist, actually, who designed them. Oh, what's her name? Boop. All of these are made in Japan. Boop. Sono beading thread. And they are sold in 100 meters, which is 110 yards, which is sufficient for me to get lots and lots of pieces done. I save my red Sono thread for kaleidocycles specifically now. If I need red for anything else, I'm using my Nymo. Prince, I do not buy rebranded. We'll definitely try those. Ooh, look a bit thicker than the KO. I like that. I don't have any KO right now. I have Miyuki beading thread. It's a little different. It has flex in it, actually. So I've been assembling a cycle for myself with this thread. And it does have enough bounce that I think it's fine. That's what you want to look for. You want to look for the thread being resilient. If it's like fragile when you pull on it or feels brittle, you don't want that. You want it to feel kind of like a little bit of a rubber band. Why red specifically? Because this is one of the threads that works for cycles for me. So if I have red themed kaleidocycles, I want to use the red thread. You see the stretch in there? And then it just kind of bounces back a little. So Sono's great for that. And then I have the silver one. And then I have two of Hannah. I'm almost out of my pink, but my goldfish orange color has been gorgeous and I love it. But yeah, you'll see this one stretches more. So I really, really like it. This one's my favorite for cycles. And for like any tight geometric beading, I would rather use Sono and Hannah than anything else, just because they don't snap around corners very often, which is good. Yeah, but I don't have any KO right now because I keep running out. I really like it, but I keep forgetting to buy more and I keep running out. I did buy, and I haven't tried this one out yet. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Because this brand had some really pretty colors when I made my order from XYZ. This brand, and I don't know what it does. I've never tried it, but I bought it. It's called FGB. It says Fancy Glass Beads, seems to be the name of the brand. Also Japanese. It's 0.9 pound. So let's see how this compares to my other threads. 50 meters. I don't know. Let's open it up. But this is a thread I've never heard of. And it never hurts to experiment, right? So, like, a lot of times when I place a bead order, I'll look and see what that company's, like, thread selections are. And either buy thread in a color I don't have because I love color. Yeah, this has some stretch to it, too. Yeah, like, the Japanese threads are all, like, fantastic these days. So this probably would do great for a cycle. 1G doesn't do that, though, which is the one I was using. It's a little more brittle and stiff and curly. It's very curly. Oh, the Miyuki thread is very curly. It curls on itself. The 1G is just curly off the spool, but the Miyuki thread, the Miyuki branded thread, curls on itself, and it's annoying because you get just random mystery knots. So be careful there. Yeah. Just thread talk, guys. I don't know what this one does. It'll be fun. It looks bouncy, though. That's all I know. And it's purple. I don't have many purple threads because they go fast. If Nymo made a purple spool, I would own it already, but they don't. So, it's so sad. Right, so that really looks great, though. I think we'll try the Sono. Had a thread storage and been using polyester. Cool. And the Japanese bead stuff is great. Been looking into tulip too. You better. You better. Look how beat up these are. I've had these for years. So I have tulip size 10, and I have tulip size 11, and this one is an assortment. There were 10s and 11. There was a 10 short, which is in here now. There was a 10, there was an 11, and there was a 12. And then I have another random needle in here too. So I've got a size 12 tulip and a mystery needle in here. But I have had these two for a lot longer, for years. And there are 3 11s left and 3 10s left, so I've lost one of each. Well, I technically have lost 2 11s because there was one in here. I don't know how that happened. No, I broke one 11 after almost 3 years of use. And then I lost 110 somewhere in this vicinity. Couple years back, never did find it. The vacuum probably got it. But I've had them forever, like, and paying the price you pay for 4 needles that will last you for years and hardly ever get out of shape. So these needles are like 2-3 years old, and I've used them for everything, and they are hardly bent. Just a little smidge of a bend. Yes, buy tulips, and they're not sharp and pointy like other needles. So this is my short. I don't use it often, except to weave in ends in hard to reach places. Ooh, I love the tubes. Yes, I love them too. I wish that the writing, that the print was a little darker, because it's hard to tell at a glance which one's which size, but other than that, they're fine. They also break over time because of putting the cork in and out and in and out and in and out, but yeah, whatever. I like working small and get a lot of suggestions for the tulips. Do it. Yes. Oh, you didn't know they lasted that long? I see that. Wow. That is a wow. I didn't know they lasted that long. Yes. I'm not lying. They have lasted years. I have only bought those 3 packages. And since like 2018, those are the only needles I've used for the most part. I have a needle on a project over here that's, I don't even know what brand it is, and it's very bent. So, I have needles on other projects, but my daily use needles have only been tulips for the past 3 or 4 years, and I've broken 1 out of 12, and I've lost 2 or 3. And the eyes are starting to collapse on the size 11s because I use size 11s with size 15 beads. So they're getting hard. They're just now getting hard to thread, which I think that's a phenomenal deal for what you pay for them. Like, yeah, they look expensive up front, but dude, they will last you for a long time. You don't need any other needles ever if you bead. And you can buy them in long size, or you can buy them in the short size, whatever your preference is, which is amazing because when I started beading, short wasn't even an option for beading needles. At least not that I could find. I didn't even know short beading needles existed until I started buying tulips, honestly. QT, long-term investment for sure. Oh yeah. And dude, they're not even that expensive. Like a tube costs what? If you buy them on Art Beads, they cost about $4 or $5. If you buy them in local craft stores, you're paying anywhere from $8 to $12. And either way, it's a great deal. But like Art Beads has the best prices on tulips that I've seen. And like, really, I'd rather buy a good tool than a tool that's gonna break on me, honestly. Prince had to buy vintage Susan Bates lace hooks because they don't make good ones anymore. I'm all in for paying for quality. Always pay for quality. Like, why do you think I own these guys? I own myself some schmancy fancy Tronex pliers. Look at him. Look at the beautiful, beautiful flush cutters. They don't make them that good. They do make them that good. But these are Tronex. Absolutely love these pliers. They were $50-$60 a piece on average. That's what you're going to find them. So this is a $200 set. But I bought them for my birthday last year. And they have been phenomenal and beautiful and great and totally worth it. Because I was getting really, really, really frustrated with cheapo pliers. Who is streaming? Rainstorm. Welcome, friend. Hello. How are you doing? Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. I am in 1 hour follower only mode, so unfortunately you may not be able to chat right away. But if you hang out with us for an hour, you shall. Promise. How are you doing? What were you making? What were you doing, playing, etc.? Raindrops dropping in. Aw, that's cute. That's cute, right? Welcome in. Thank you for the rain. All right, let me catch up a little bit. Okay. QT, I just picked up tulip needles for quilting, for hand stitching, and the binding on the quilt I'm working. Ooh, fancy. Coupons. There are always coupons. Yeah, depending on where you're shopping, definitely are. Maggie, shout out. Thank you for the shout out. Maggie, you're amazing. Best mod. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Rain. How was your Saturday evening? Evening, yes. I'm like, what time is it for me? And then I have to add 7. How is your night going, Rain? So I am just coloring my little cart here, preparing to do a stop motion video but I need the images colored in before I can start taking the photographs. So just having a nice chill Saturday. Thank you. It's soon 10 in the evening. All right. That's not too bad. Ended stream a bit early. I'm gonna have to also end stream a bit early today. I'm gonna end around 5 p.m. So I went live half an hour early, but I'm gonna stop streaming an hour earlier than usual, so it's still like kind of a shorter stream. We have Ixo's brother's birthday is today, so we're going over to his parents' house for birthday, whatever's happening. I think Ixo meant to go get like a present.
I think he took the car. I don't see it.
So, yeah. So Ixo has gone to get his brother's present, and we'll be going and doing that later. Don't want to leave the house, but you know, whatever. Kind of got to sometimes. There we go. I think that's all of the darker orange, brownish orange. Oh, wait, no. There's a little tiny bit of the wheel over here. But yeah. Rain been good. Spent most of my day and evening dying and killing fluffy things in Super Animal Royale. I don't even know what that is. What is that? I imagine a fighting game. Just a melee. Everybody goes at it. Yeah. Really excited to get this piece finished. This stop motion idea has been on my to-do list for a little bit now. I realized I probably should have drawn this watermelon like just butted up against the cart instead of rolling off. I don't think it would do that. It would probably like fall this way if there were a next frame after this. I don't know. The physics of this are kind of not making sense in some parts, but that's okay, right? We're just having fun. Oh, that was like whited out. Jess, oh geez, for the record, I didn't have a nap attack. The damn workers cut the internet line to the house. Oh no. No internet until Monday afternoon. Oh no. Actually, Ixo's parents did that too when we first moved in here. They're like, what is this cord? And they just cut it because they thought it didn't go anywhere. And then they killed our internet for like, yeah. That's happened to us before. They were doing some like working in the attic, working on some wiring, and then they just like cut our internet. I'm sorry, Jess. I've been there. That really sucks. Rain, it's a free game on a bunch of different places, including Steam. It's almost Fortnite-ish, but without the building stuff thing, and you are all cute, fluffy animals killing each other. Pumpkin seeds. Oh, yes. No, pumpkin seeds would be great. I'm like, why do you want pumpkin? I'm like, oh, yeah, I have. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want orange pumpkins or if I want, like, different colored pumpkins. Because the cart is already so orange. Maybe I could do green pumpkins. Or white pumpkins. Or the yellowy squash looking pumpkins. Because a lot of them have the same shape, but different colors. QT. Yeah. Facepalm. Right, just watch one of my VODs. I should. It's quite hilarious. Murder floofs. That sounds like a fun/frustrating time. I don't know. I've never been good at like battle royale games or melee games. They're not my thing. I'm just a solid puzzle gamer. That's it. Like, I like puzzle games, and I used to like JRPGs a lot, and I think I've aged out of the genre for the most part. There's a few that I'll still go back to. Like, I like the Dark Cloud games a lot, so I'll still play those. And my action RPG things like Zelda. I only have Link's Awakening. That's the only one I really like. I enjoy Zelda, but the only one I really want to play is Link's Awakening, and I have all the versions of that came out on the original Game Boy, and then the remastered version for the Switch. And I play Dragon Quest, and I play Mana games, and then a handful of just odd indie ones. But that's it for, like, RPGs. I mostly just like puzzle games. We were playing Baba Is You last night on the Switch, which we'd seen the trailer for that back before it came out, and I'm like, ooh, word-based puzzle game. And then we started playing it last night, and we're like, how do these rules make sense? Because there were a couple back-to-back puzzles last night where the rule mechanic worked fine in the first puzzle, and then the second half of the puzzle was hard. But, like, we tried to use the same word mechanic in the puzzle immediately after it, and it wouldn't let you do it. And I'm like, this is the exact same arrangement of sentences. Like, why won't it work? And then the solution was something different entirely. But I'm like, when I have a puzzle game and I learn a mechanic after the game doesn't give you a tutorial, and I apply that same mechanic to something else, I expect it to work the same way, and it didn't, and it was, like, frustrating. But that seems to be the only time it's done that. The rest of it has been pretty fun. I know, pumpkins come in yellow and green too. They come in white. They come in gnarly looking brown. All sorts of stuff. Just so done. Thank heavens for unlimited data, but no TV or getting on any online work done. Oh no, just have to beat all weekend. See? You know, your internet knows what you want. Also, like, you did say unlimited data, but if you weren't unlimited data, don't go over for me, okay? And you collect animal DNA to create other animal species in different colors, and they recently added froggies. Oh my gosh, I don't even know that word. You also collect different outfits and accessories to outfit your animal with, and you can freely change animal from the ones you have unlocked, and outfits and guns as you unlock different colors. Okay, cool. So, like, you just have access to all sorts of different skins and stuff. That's neat. Trying not to let this lead fall out of the pencil because it's already busted in there. Yeah. So even though this doesn't work at all on chalkboard, anything, it makes a nice light purple, and I like it on paper. But I'd still just go with the lavender colored Prismacolor next time I buy a purple pencil. And I think at my Michael's, I'm pretty sure you can buy individual pencils. So it's totally worth it just to buy an individual pencil. That was something that wouldn't make sense to me, like, even 10 years ago. But now it's like, I don't need all this. I just want purple. You know? Rain. Oh, and when you get killed, you get an animal pun. One of my favorites is, someone call a paramedic. Oh my gosh, that's good. That's too good. Who's a host? And Sarah, thanks for the host. Appreciate you, friend. Jess, the kids will connect to Kevin's work hotspot, and they don't use much data. Fair enough. No worries. Prince, oh, my pictures of my desk would make a great I Spy game. I worked an I Spy puzzle for my birthday, but more accurately, Ixo worked it while I was on the phone sorting pieces and talking to birthday wishers, family and friends and stuff. So I didn't even get to do the I Spy part of the puzzle. I don't think I'm going to put it together again, though. Cutie, yeah, that's what I love about art stores. You don't have to get the multi-pack, just get the 1 to 2 colors you really want or need. Or, you know, when I run out, because this Sharpie pen is about to run out of pink ink, when I run out, I can go buy a new one. Just one. It's great. I love it. Because a lot of artists have, like, color palettes that they gravitate towards, and it's like they also want their work to be cohesive, and so if they have a color palette, then why would you need bright green if you never use it, you know, and you only use forest green? Just buy forest green. I like all greens. I have all the colors of beads, but like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I think I'm done with the light purple and the dark purple, and yeah, okay. What pumpkin colors are out there? Like realistic pumpkin colors. Cute. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I'm like, what am I doing? But yes, hi, Saren. How are you doing? Okay. You got disqualified. Nice. Thank you for the beater late than never. QT, where is my booklet? To write that down in. It's hiding over here. Why is that hiding over there? Okay. Come on. Blah. Yeah, get in there. I'm going to mark that down. Thank you for the 10,000 points. We're getting so close. Oh, is that your first one? I think that's your first one. Sweet. All right. Now down to 38 points, but oh so worth it. Because we were talking about the puns. Sarah and I have a lot more blue than anything. I can't seem to help it. I constantly don't have enough blue or green. I don't know what I have the most of, but it's not those. Prince, need to make the pumpkin earrings. I nearly forgot. And October is upon us. Don't say that yet. No. I'm gonna make a beaded spider for Halloween. Planning it out currently. I make the spiders too, because there can be Christmas spiders as well. True, true, true. Ooh, pumpkins have like, do we have some like blue? Is that real? Okay, I'm in Google image results, and there's all sorts of colors of pumpkins. Dude. I can do some sage greens. Do I have some sage greens? There's almost blue looking, some of them. Oh, gray pumpkins. That's so cool. Look. Look at the gray pumpkin. I forgot. Gray's a color. That would work. I'm trying not to blend in too much with the cart because it's very orange. We got grays. Oh, it didn't want to load. Come on. Be nice. There we go. Look at that. That shall work for me. I can do something like that. Got a hanky ghost. Aw. It's cool. Wow. Looks yummy, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go kind of the darker gray greens on our pumpkins. Do I even have those colors? Like I know I have grays, but I don't have any of the like green tinted grays. I've got a lighter one. Got a darker one. See, I feel like I have more color selection in beads than I do in colored pencils. It's that weird, like, pinkish. Here, I've got a pink. The stems are kind of the darker. Slate, is that right? Got a blue indigo, but I might need more green. I don't know, we'll figure this out. I like this palette though, that's neat. It's cool, well, looks yummy, yum nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom, okay. Gray pumpkins, why not? Just like the big white ones, but just slightly darker. I hear tape. Is Ixo packing something up? I thought he was gone. Is he gone? I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he went and he came back and he's wrapping a present. That could be it. That makes more sense. And then like there are yellow watermelons too, right? Like I like doing alternate color palettes. I think they're fun. Just playing around with expectations. Here we've got a darker gray. This is probably the closest I'm going to get to a Halloween piece, guys. I don't know. I don't do many Halloween pieces. I do candy corn. Like when I'm selling at shows, but I don't do a whole lot of just Halloween themed work. I don't know. I don't decorate a lot either for any holidays. Like, we decorate some for Christmas. I have the ornaments I've had all my life. We put them all over my plants at Christmas. Or square watermelons. Yeah, you can grow those in cinder blocks. I know there's yellow, and I know that there's orange, but we have too much orange going on here. But the yellow might be okay. Let's see. I might need to get my blender pencil out. Where's that guy gone off to? Oh, that's what I was looking for. Ooh, it's a bit dark. It's okay. Still not what that's what I was looking for. My blender is also tiny. I swear I have two of them, but I haven't been able to find the other one. Maybe I just only had the one. No, I do. I have two. These blend two colors together. That's what they're for. Like I'm about to have the pink on this lighter gray and this blue on this darker gray. And I'll blend them. Just give it a hint of something warmer. At this point, you know, it's just a fantasy color palette anyway, so whatever. And then this one, I gotta go super light. and I'm not going to color the whole thing because it's very pigmented, whereas the pink wasn't very pigmented at all. And after I'm done blending these, I shall go on my break. But yeah, you can see that there's just not full coverage on these darker with this dark blue. Take my blender pencil, start with the pink, which it won't need much because it's already pretty fully covered there. But yeah, you'll see with this blue on top of the gray, it definitely just smooths it out. And here you don't even have to go all over the place either if you don't want to. Pumpkins. Anyway, break time. I've been live almost 2 hours and I haven't gotten up to stretch yet. So I recommend you guys go stretch while I go stretch. And we shall bead right back. I'm such a genius. I may have figured out how to make a beaded button spider. Do it. Make him. Make him happen. Do it. Alright, so we have that so far. I'll come back and I'll color the pumpkins on the other one when I come back. So I'll be right back. See you in a bit. Run an ad break, etc. All the things. Get up and stretch. No, back. All right. I had a snack too. I had some Clubhouse crackers. So I don't want to like fill up right now if we have to go to dinner later. So to save my stomach for later. Whatever is for dinner, I don't know. Beats me. Welcome back. Welcome back. And Prince went to go get coffee. I feel like I could use some coffee. Probably be a bad idea. It's too late for coffee. My sleep schedule has shifted latewards. I've been going to bed now at like 2 in the morning, waking up at like 11. It's not the best for me, but that's what's been happening. And September is always weird and rough on me every year. It just changes up how. It's always different. This year it's just like I was really pushing myself through all of August to get something done, and I got most of the way there. I didn't get quite all the way there, but because of that, and I lost a lot of sleep trying to meet a deadline, a self-imposed deadline, I have been just sleeping a lot since. So I'm not upset. Like, I could use more rest anyway. It's a good thing. This one pumpkin up here is like mega sturdy. It's like the only thing that hasn't moved in this whole thing. Yeah, so I've been sleeping in a lot and going to bed later a lot. But I've also just been relaxing more, which is nice. Very nice. I have remodeled so far 2.5 out of the 4 quadrants of my 4 Corners farm on Stardew as well recently. I didn't do a whole lot to my tea garden. Well, not tea garden, but like my tree arrangement bottom left quadrant. I haven't done a lot there. It just shifted some stuff over a bunch is all that happened. And then the top right, I did have a garden, but it was hard to navigate through. And so I just turned it into a little bit of a crop area and a little bit of, like, I left my seating arrangement garden aspect there. But I turned it into a crop area instead. Started off the game as like where I kept my animals, but my animals have moved again. I'm working on repinning them in, but with tea saplings instead of fencing. I can't stream Stardew because I play on PS4, so I don't stream Stardew. Sorry, guys. And the PS4 is in a different room. It stays in the living room. So, no Stardew streams. And I don't want to buy it again for PC. You know, owning it once is enough. Again, sorry for the camera shake. I know it's shaking. I'm so sorry. I don't normally color on stream, so it is what it is. This blue is very pigmented, and that pink was not very pigmented at all. So different. anybody have any fancy plans for the weekend? Mine are color this, end stream earlier than usual, go to family gathering tonight. Ixo's family. If it were mine, I think I'd be more worried. It's 3:29, so I've got an hour and a half left to stream. And then tomorrow, take the photos I need to of this stop motion that I'm working on now. And then pack up this box, pack a birthday card. The other box that needs to go out is already packed. And so is another one that I'm waiting on payment for the shipping. And have those all out on Monday, probably first thing. And then try another attempt to get my temporary driver's license printed off. I tried twice this last week. I went to the library, and then while I was at the library, I had forgotten what my Google password was, so I couldn't get into my email. And I went through all the variations of all the passwords, I've had over time, or have on various sites now, and couldn't remember it. Then I got home and looked at my book and went, oh yeah, duh. I don't have a printer at home. Oh wait, no, we are going tonight to Ixo's parents' house. They have a printer. I could probably just print it off tonight. That would make sense. I'll bring my hard drive with me. Sweet. Huzzah! Solution. Because I don't like just going over to their house to ask to use the printer, but if we're already going over anyway, that'd be a good enough excuse already to use it. So I can do that tonight. Haha! Because I'd also tried at Office Depot, but their self-serve printers and their counter service PCs don't accept USB 3 because Office Depot's a little outdated, and that's just what my transfer cord cable is USB 3. So it wasn't reading it. I was like, dang it. Do I have to transfer this to the drive and then come back? No. So it's just been a hassle. It's always a hassle to get stuff printed off, whether it's at your own house or somewhere else. It doesn't matter. Getting things printed is always so hard. I think I'm cursed. Yeah, I'll just do that tonight. Just remember to take my hard drive with me to have it saved. And then I won't be driving with an expired license anymore. Woo! It expired on my birthday, and so it's just been silly not having a printer, but having a paid and renewed license that I can't use. It's so silly. Anyway, that problem will be solved tonight. Woo! If they have paper, which they should. So. We don't know if it's also Ixo's mom's birthday celebration tonight. We haven't really been told because hers is next week, and they usually do a combined one, 1 week out of the 2. So he has plans for his brother's stuff, but not for his mom. Nobody knows what to get his parents anymore. They don't need anything. When she asks, I typically get her chrysanthemums. They're on sale this time of year. They're super affordable. They grow and real nice and real big. I bought myself 12 last year. They should be trying to bloom here again soon, but they got a little crispy recently, so I don't know if they will or not. But the ones I bought her, stay alive from year to year. For the last couple. I don't know if she needs new ones or not, because they're technically annuals in some places, but here they're sort of perennials. They can last 2 or 3 years, maybe 4. But I don't know if I need to replace any for her or not. So I'll ask her. There we go. Ta-da! Pumpkins! 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 Now I want pumpkins. Now I want pumpkin seeds. Alright, so what alt-colored watermelons can we do? Because I know the pulp can be different colors. But, like, what about the rinds? You can do all sorts of weird stuff with the pulp. Oh yeah, there's the kind of sage green and like kind of whitish watermelons. This guy over here. Oop. Watermelon. White Wonder watermelon. Maybe just the darker green and the sage-esque green instead of the bright green. Do I have a green like that? The lighter one? My nose always itch. Always itch. Nope, that's too bright. This one. That's not quite the right color. I should add a little more blue. I don't have a lot of greens. I have an okay amount of greens, but I don't have a lot of greens. How about I just go a little more fantasy color themed? This one? This one? Maybe. Yeah. I'll do those two. We're just going outside of the realm of realistic anyway. So, I'm gonna do these two together. Boop. Lay the color on real dark for this one, and I'll do it real light for the other one. It'll be just fine. I like muted color palettes anyway. I think they're nice. And I'm getting all fidgety today. Just moving around in my chair. Like someone who can't sit still. I sit on my feet a lot. Either one foot or both. Anybody else do that? Is it just me? I'm a fidgety person. Always have been. My whole family has been. My little sister recently got diagnosed with ADHD, which surprises nobody except the people we're related to. So, we probably all are to some extent. I've been wanting to like get tested anyway. I don't know how to go about properly getting tested though. Does anybody know? Because it's all pay out of pocket for me. You do it too? You sit on your feet? Yeah. Like, I notice it most while I'm streaming, while I'm on camera, because, you know, I'm wiggling around like a weirdo. But most of the time it's just subconscious and I'm not even paying attention. Ooh, I'm really gonna like this one when it's finished. I'm gonna like it a lot. A lot. I already like it. I don't know. Doing these weird little stop motion pieces with the cycles is just a fun little way to break up the things that I make, the things that I do. It gives me another way to problem solve, so I'm not just always like doing the same thing over and over again. Because it was an interesting time drawing these out in the first place, because I just had this one, which is the standard, fruit stand, whatever. But having to draw the other ones to make it do what I wanted it to do was a little bit of a challenge. It was kind of cool, kind of fun. Okay, I'm gonna try to just lightly color with this green, because it's a little more pigmented than I want, but I like the contrast of the kind of deep bluish emerald with this forest color. I think it's kind of nice and subtle. Isn't that pretty? It's not like bam watermelon, but it's like watermelon, yeah. Whereas the pumpkins aren't bam pumpkins, they're just pumpkins. Don't mind me while I amuse myself. You guys stay put. I'm trying to think what other projects I have going on. I don't know that I'm gonna get done. Well, I could get done coloring these on stream. So if I do, then I'll move on to one of my whips that I have in progress. And I'll probably just have to get back to seeing what my framed pendant necklace looks like, because it's been a minute since I was trying to attempt a stream finish for that one. So I'll have to go back and see what I was doing there, play around with it, I think. I want to get that one done soon. The Desert Rose necklace is now finished. I finished that on stream last week. It's actually on the mannequin over here with a nice matching shirt, so it's definitely the next thing I need to photograph. Yeah, I have all of my pieces that need to be photographed on the desk here, because they'll need to be photographed and listed before I do anything else with them, which will be a good time. Soon. So yeah, this project is the focus, and then packing up all the boxes and getting all the boxes mailed out is then the primary focus of the last week and a half. Hasn't really taken up a huge amount of time, but I've just been working at it slowly just to give myself a little bit of a break from the couple weeks before. And then I'm finally caught up in my bullet journal now. Like, I never really did get a chance to transfer all my tasks from last month to this month. The Desert Rose turned out really nice. I agree. It's a beauty. And it's a piece I never intended to make. And sometimes those are the best ones, is the ones that just never were planned ever in the first place. Yeah. The unintended, accidental ones are oftentimes the best pieces. Because they're just you're either making something while you just have a minute, but you don't want to invest in anything too hard to start off, but you want to make something, or this one was just me answering a question and it just turned into a bigger thing. But a lot of times, you never know what's going to be your best pieces. You never know. My bucket of buttons is still waiting. You got this. You can do it. I've got a couple of odds back where I beaded around that button. But yeah, I think it's definitely tutorial worthy. And by tutorial worthy, I mean it's a good design, but it's also something I want to make again. Because there's a lot of things I make that making it the first time was good enough. But I would make this one again, you know. I'd have to get the same size button though. Just to accurately recreate it, I would have to pick my next color palette based off of whatever button I can find that is the exact same size and shape. So, I probably don't have another green one like that. I feel like that's the only one of its kind that I own. I will look through the rest of my green buttons to see if I do have a matching one. That'd be nice. That'd be ideal. And that would be the practice piece I use for my DSLR for my new camera. That will be the piece I would practice filming with that on, if I can figure out how to make it film for longer than 45 seconds at a time. I have not messed with any of the original settings, so I haven't figured out how to get it to its maximum time of, 30 minutes. I also need a bigger SD card for video storage. I only have my 8 gig, which is not big at all. But I've had it for years, so. I also need all the other photos and stuff on that, not hard drive, SD card. Sorted and edited because I've had some good photo shoots lately. Probably should have just alternated some. I don't know what I'm doing. Prince, they have similar button projects that use embroidery and crochet. Ooh, crochet. Interesting. Have I embroidered around a button before? I don't know. Maybe? Prince, I also make Dorset buttons, so there are those too. I have never made a Dorset button, but the concept is super fascinating. I kind of want to make one. And I want to use it for a jeans button to replace a button that fell off my jeans. I think it'd be cool. Allie Loves, hello, welcome. How are you today, Allie? X-File, hi. Oh, do you guys know each other? Do you guys know each other? Is that what's going on here? Hello and welcome. QT, I highly recommend sticking with Lexar, SanDisk, or Kingston if you're looking for new SD card edition. I usually buy SanDisks just because that's what's available. But yeah, I haven't gone down the rabbit hole of the accessories for it. I just wanted to get the camera while I knew I had the funds to do so, just while it was my birthday, and also while the funds were in my bank account before something happens down the road, Yes. So what is it you're trying to video with the DSLR? Sorry, I was half listening. I want to actually replace the Logitech, this guy, sorry for the shake, with my new Canon M50 as a webcam. It is stream compatible, both with the Canon EOS webcam utility software and also with the Elgato if I need to do that, which I shouldn't need to. I'm not sure if one's better than the other, but I do know it's compatible with both so that you can see the beads better. This is the whole idea. I just upgrading my whole setup. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Prince, Dorset buttons are really satisfying to make. I bet they are, like string art, but miniature. But yeah, I want to upgrade my stream setup. The Logitech C920 is still a good webcam. I would like it to be my face cam now instead, so this guy will show off my face much more beautifully than the Logitech 9000. Which is the one I bought a couple years back for $2 at Goodwill. So, we found it very cheap at a time when I was absolutely needing to upgrade to a face cam. But it's also outdated, very, very outdated, and even the Logic Capture software won't recognize it. It'll recognize the C920, but not the old one. And so, before my computer starts skitzing out and not even wanting it to exist, I think it's time to upgrade it. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Allie, I'm good. Doing some beading, and yes, we know each other. X-File is one of the ones that got me into beading in the first place. One of us. One of us. One of us. We have a new one? X-File, you've done great. Congratulations, sir. Allie, if you want to hang out with all the beaters off stream, I collect them, and I mean that lovingly. There's my Discord link if you want to have community. Totally understand if you don't, but yeah, beads are tricky to photo and film. They really are, and the filming is the hard part for me. Photographing, I've gotten down for my liking a long time ago, but QT, I bought an AC adapter to use with the Dinky Rebel T3i, but your hubby found for me. I don't know that I'd call a Rebel T3i dinky. You at least have an articulating screen, you know, it's good. Hype. QT, what did I miss? So can you use webcam without worrying about time limitations? Yes, you should. Because it has a clean HDMI output and it doesn't shut off after a certain amount of time. This is one of the qualifications for being webcam compatible. So the M50 Mark II, which is what I have, has both of those. It has a clean HDMI out with no symbols on the screen if you're trying to capture, and it will have an unlimited runtime if you have it hooked up to your computer as you're trying to stream. That's the hard part. The hard part is finding a camera that meets those qualifications, and when you do, it's always going to be the pricey cameras. So hello. Prince, hello my fellow alien. Yes. Lol. Ooh, yes. You said Canon 50D? No. Compared to my Nikon 800, yeah, it's sneaky. No, it's not a 50D. I don't have a 50D. It's an M50. Oh my gosh, why is slobs freezing up on me? M50. Ah. And I did buy mine brand new. There we go. Nope, it didn't. It didn't like me. Prince misses the 35mm cameras. Oh, mishearing me? Yeah. I know the 50D is one that will also work as a webcam. But, yeah, a Nikon 800. Yeah, okay, that's fair. You said T3i earlier, though. I didn't, ignore that link. My copy and pasting is dumb. X-File, I have far too many HDMI cables behind my desk. Oh yeah, don't look at my cable management, guys. It's not good. It's not good. And it's worse over there. We don't talk about cable management here. It's embarrassing. QT, my main camera is Nikon for photographing events and stuff, as was mine. My last one was a Nikon D3000, which I bought as a requirement for my study abroad trip to go to London in 2010, back when I was in college, and it has served me very, very well over time. But I've never used a Canon, so Canon's not my usual wheelhouse. Mine either. But that's only because I only bought a Nikon first instead of, you know, specs and price comparing, which I did a lot of, but there still weren't a lot of Nikon options that I wanted for this particular purpose, you know? Canon had the most options because I want it to be a vlogging camera too, and it's small and it's lightweight, and I'll get it out for you. It's right here. I need a camera bag as well. I need like all the accessories, but compared to my old one, it's a baby. Look at it. It's so small. And I still wanted the viewfinder, which is why I didn't go for any of the some of the other options because I still wanted the viewfinder even though it's digital. And it flips out and it turns around so I can see myself. It's great. So like, and that in itself is worth an extra $100 alone, which sucks, but yeah. It's small and it's precious and I'm scared to use it still. The link was a mistake, yeah. I meant to just type the model number I'm using, but oops. Friends, you can never have too many. Someone always needs one, right? Yes. Cameras? Oh yeah, definitely. Or I'm not getting rid of my old one. X-File. Oh, my cable management is amazing. Lots of hours. But that's because there were so many cables. You sorta had to. Oh geez. Allie. Posting some finished projects in the Discord. Oh, sweet. Let's go give Allie a great big welcome in the Discord, guys. I will do so after stream. But let's see what they're up to. Oh my gosh, look at this. I recognize this. X-File, you sharing your patterns. Look at this. I don't remember whose emote this is. I'm not as familiar with your guys' community. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's beautiful. Be beautiful. Look at the butterflies. Ooh. How short is this video that it actually uploaded? Sweet. It's amazing. Look at all these peyote stitch bracelets. Rain is already like, I love them all. Ooh, that one's pretty. I like the butterflies. You are doing phenomenal already. Peyote stitch is great. Peyote stitch is so fun, and it's like the best stitch. If there was only one beading stitch in the world, it would be peyote stitch. Just saying. All right. Oh yeah, mine's a nice camera. It better be. I spent months debating whether I should buy one or not. So, Allie, those are gorgeous. Just saying. Like, I love the butterfly especially. It's so pretty. Prince got all my threads put together and away. You're ready. Your desk. Woohoo! It's a nice camera. Okay. QT, just trying to figure out if the AC adapter would go with your model. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done as much looking into the accessories as I need to, but I shall. Salvia Baker. Or Sally Baker. Sweet. Is that the streamer? Okay. I like X-File. Used to stream Portal 2 with Salvia Baker, so I made her emote logo. Aw, that's sweet. Allie, the butterflies and the purple black one are bookmarks. Oh, cool. Neat. You can, if you want them to be like really stiff bookmarks, you can brush Mop and Glow or floor wax over them, and they'll stiffen up. The floor wax will seep into the thread and kind of glue itself to the inside of the beads. That's what I do for my things I need to be stiff. And bookmarks is one of those things, which I haven't made enough of, but I should make more. X-File Allie truly is doing an amazing job. Yes, yes, indeed. Ooh, that's an idea. Yeah. Mop and Glow. Mop and Glow. If you can find a small bottle, that's all you'll ever need. I have a ginormous bottle, and I've had it for years, and I am nowhere near the bottom. But unless if you have wood floors that you do wax, then, you know, you already have it. So there's that. Allie, and I'm actually starting a new kind of stitch. I'm not that far into it, but I'll post that too. Oh yes, please do. Please do. What stitch is it? There's so many. UFOs. Oh, herringbone. Okay. Here it is. Look at the little herringbone stitch. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Look, it's so cute. It's a little heart. You know how long it's been since I've worked herringbone? Like, an embarrassingly long time. You making a bracelet too? Herringbone. It's a great stitch. I love it. And then you can do twisted herringbone, and that's fun, and it goes around in a circle and it makes like a DNA spiral, which is great. I actually designed a DNA spiral using twisted herringbone once. That was fun. It's nicely done. Bracelet, yes. And it's like about an inch long, little, give or take the size of the beads. That's cool. I like it. It's nice. It's gonna turn out great. Want to try the spiral one next. It's fun. You basically do herringbone in a circle, and it can vary. You can go down 2 beads and up 3 instead of down 2 up 2, or you can go down through 3 beads and up 2. And there's other number variations, and the variation determines the twist of the spiral. And if you use bigger beads on the outside and smaller beads on the inside, it twists even more, or vice versa. Like, it's beads can do anything, which is something you may have already been learning, but you can already learn faster. Beads can do all sorts of stuff. Yeah. I've been doing this for 19 years and counting. It'll be 20 years next summer. I started beading when I was 13, between 13 and 14. And I started off with bead looming, with loom work, which is this guy right here. Boop. My pencil and my baby pencils, and I have an apple bracelet in progress. Looming a pencil. It's very, very blurry because it's out of focus right now, but that's this. You probably have seen these at Walmart. You can buy them for a kit for $6, and it'll last you a lifetime. Like, this is the one I got from my mom. She had it. This thing's probably older than I am. She had it in her art supplies like forever. Never used it. Once I figured out what it was, I claimed it for myself along with most of her beads, and then she told me to stop using her beads and buy my own. And so here I am. Herringbone equals end belly? Yes, it does. It's the same stitch. There's 2 different names. I'm trying to remember, the correct pronunciation. I might need Google Pronounce. N-O-U-N-C-E-N N-D-E-B-E-L-E. It's a tribe from Zimbabwe. I'm trying to remember the correct pronunciation though, so I don't butcher it. But I'm not sure if the names of the stitch originated separately, or if herringbone is just the English easier to pronounce version of it. It's been a while since I've done my research. Right, so I learned it back in the day, and that's what they called it. Have no idea why they gave it another name. Guessing to make it simple, easier to pronounce would be my guess. Because did you guys know, there's also a lot of people who think that peyote stitch and gourd stitch are the same stitch, and they actually aren't. And I've never actually properly done gourd stitch, but if you look at it, just at a glance, it looks like peyote stitch. But if you look at a bead chart of gourd stitch, it's different. Just ever so slightly. It's different. And I really need a proper tutorial on how to do it, because based off of the chart, it doesn't look like it's easy to fathom just right off, you know. But a lot of people think that they're the same stitch, and they're not. Whereas peyote stitch and brick stitch look the same, but they're constructed different. But you can use a chart for one to make the other, and vice versa. So brick and peyote are very similar, especially if you're doing like shaped work. Choosing brick or peyote really depends on the symmetry of the pattern. And if it's a symmetrical pattern, you can get away with peyote stitch. If it's all sorts of weird and organic and not geometric or not symmetrical with nice, clean increases and decreases, you're going to want to use brick stitch instead. Rain, just because the end result looks the same doesn't mean it's the same stitch. People often miss that point. Right, yeah. And there's a bunch of modifications of like right angle weave that some of them have names and some of them don't. Right, gourd stitch is great for covering things. Used to do small stones. Oh, really? You've done gourd? I have not done gourd. I really want to try it sometime. Ooh, maybe that's a community challenge thing I can do. I try to keep my like Twitch community challenge things to things I either am not terribly proficient in and want to practice my skills, or stitches I've never done or haven't done enough of, or I've forgotten how to do, things like that, you know. I want them to be technique and skill building things. So I have an empty community challenge blank spot. I think gourd stitch would be a good candidate for that. Ooh, fancy. Fancy schmancy. It's been a long time. Been trying to try Hubble. I like Hubble. Hubble's nice. It flows super pretty. It's like right angle weave, but not. And it's Melanie De Miguel that invented it. Her book is nice. I learned it from her book. I have a piece of Hubble, actually. I can show you. Gulliver, where you at? Come on, Burp. I have a piece of Hubble. So this is Gulliver. For those of you who may remember, I beaded him a foot out of 2-drop peyote stitch because he was missing one when I bought it. He got a foot. Look at it, it's cute. But also, he has a necklace on, which is a bracelet that I made. And this is done with Hubble. Ooh, get down here. So the rows in the middle are Hubble. The big red ones aren't part of the stitch. They're just accents. Oh no, it was just nice. It's like right angle weave, but if like it shrugged its shoulders in or something. It's lacy. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, it's super fun. But it's like, you know, right angle weave has 4 beads in a circle. With Hubble, you start off with 3 beads in a circle, and then you come back around and you add the 4th bead, and then you go the other direction, 3 beads in a circle, you come back around and you add the 4th bead, and they alternate. That 4th bead alternates either being here or up here, or down here or up here. And it's cool. You can make like little Christmas trees in your pattern. It's super neat. I would suggest getting the author's book. She definitely did a really great job presenting the stitch. A stitch I don't have enough practice with is Albion stitch, which is one invented by Heather Kingsley Heath. I've just never come across her books. Like, the Hubble book is actually at my local library, of all places. My local library is fantastic. Just saying. Like, say whatever else you want about this town. We have a phenomenal library with a very, very diverse selection all over the place. And just a good enough selection of my own interests, even, for me to be occupied forever, you know? There we go. We are all watermelon colored in. But yeah. I don't know if Heather Kingsley Heats, like, she has her website, of course, and you can buy things off of her website, but, like, I like the books when I'm learning, you know? Harry's. But yeah. I really like it. I like Hubble. Hubble's good. Albion I haven't tried enough of. What are the actual Junimo colors? Like yellow, green, red, blue, purple? No? Maybe? Variety? How many colors are there? Because it's a fruit cart, so of course I had to have the Junimos. Juminos. Okay. So this guy's gonna be yellow. Maybe I want a more subtle yellow instead of a bright, bright one. Let's do like macaroni colored instead. To match the subdued color palette. There we go. There we go. Kind of a goldenrod, macaroni colored yellow. This guy. Be grumpy by the end of it. Alright. We have the purple. The little purple dude, which we already have the purple. I didn't quite get the Junimos the right size throughout this, but oh well. They're my little apples on my apple cart. You donked his head over here. Bonk! I like them, they're cute. Alright, and a green. But like, let's do a muted kind of green. Yeah, let's like a darkish grassy. The blue. Muted blue here. And the other one's kind of a gray, but there's also one in like the hidden bundle that's more of a magenta, and I think I want to go with that. I want to go magenta. We already have enough gray going on in this, so let's go like it. Let's see if I can get a red with just a hint of pink on top. Yeah. It's a red-orange. think that's it. I think I'm done with this for now, because I need the Logitech. It's gonna be my stationary camera as I do the stop motion, just because I can take photos in Logic Capture. Just click a button, take a photo, you know, and if I don't touch the whole swing arm, then I can get less shift. So there we go. Here's my little cart, and my wheel, and my pumpkins, and my watermelons, and my Junimos. Queen Home Slice, thank you for the lurk. All right, and then there's them shifting a little bit as the cycle comes, because it's going to do this. I'm not going to turn it as I demo, but basically I'll have it on a bigger white sheet of paper so that you can see it come into the frame, and it'll like have momentum and be like scaling the top of these watermelons, and then like thunk down and shift these guys out of the way, and that one goes that way, and turn a little more as the faces maneuver, and then the final one is it takes place of the cart. That's the whole idea here, is it'll be the new wheel. I have silly ideas. I hope you guys like them. But that's all I can do now, on stream anyway. So, fun stuff. And I could use this another time in the future to do that again. And I have one with a bicycle I could probably use again. Just practice. And then the next one I want to do is a Ferris wheel at night, a nighttime scene, so like a glow cycle with little beads waiting in line to get on a Ferris wheel as it spins. Round and round and round. Red string everywhere but the jar. It is supposed to be. Oh no. Okay, how much stream time do we have left? Oh, like 45 minutes. Barely. Oops. Well, let's see if I can. Where'd my project go? No. Oh, don't tell me it's like buried now. Okay, so change of plans. I'm just gonna disassemble my Kaleidocycle so I can reassemble it. That's my plan. Okay. I'm just grabbing something random, you know, something that will fill time but also be productive for me long term. So I'm gonna do this. Okay. So all my pencils are up. Put some of this stuff back. Why is it crowded in here? It shouldn't be crowded. I don't know. Okay. So actually, just gonna do this and this. Get out my scissors, because I assembled this. I assembled it properly, but I didn't like the color choices, so I'm taking it apart because I don't like the color choices that I used in the end. Okay, get all that stuff up there. Yeah, me too. Yeah. So I need to do this because it is my practice for assembling your guys' bat wings for those of you who will be getting one. Let me change the color, like lighting settings. And my focus. I'll focus, of course. There we go. Much better. I think I see some desk. Oh, yeah, no. Desk. It's fine. I just have the small mat out. I get tired of the green. I need different colored mats. And Velux, it's hard to purchase in not blanket size. I don't want blanket size. But it gets sometimes pricey to purchase in like desk size. But it's super cheap in like regular bead mat size. But I want kind of bigger sheets. Because I don't know how far out I want to zoom for videos and stuff. So, oh, that's gotta be tedious. Yeah, it is. But it's fun. So this is mine. I'm making this one for myself. So this side is going to be a donut. Here's a donut. It's got a hole in the middle. Boop. Donut, kind of. Purple glaze with sprinkles. This side is fried egg flour. Because I'm a weirdo. I like fried eggs and I like flowers. And I like fried egg flour as just a concept anyway. The first place I ever saw it as an idea was on Greg the Bunny for the set for the show. Greg the Bunny is the first place I ever saw fried egg as flowers. So there's that. Rain, can't you go to fabric store and look through their scrap piles? Maybe, but I don't know that Velux is a very common fabric. I guess I could look. Prince, I meant the disassemble, reassemble. I know how that goes. Look like candy corn. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, they do. I do have candy corn as well. Like, there are plenty of candy corns in my bag of triangles. And then, since this is a Batwing Kaleidocycle, one of the sides is this. It's just a geometric pattern that I made on purpose. Except, I think, yeah, I definitely symboled it wrong. I wanted all the turquoise points to go towards the middle instead, and I put it together the wrong way. So that's part of why I'm taking it apart, is because I designed this to be a starburst, and it's not a starburst. Either way you look at it. So I want to point these towards the middle, which means I have to rearrange the hexes. So like here's the pieces as they are now, is the whites are towards the middle, and I didn't want that. I wanted these towards the middle. See the difference? Huge difference. See, I want it to be a star in the middle, and I messed up, so I'm taking it apart. Simple as that. Nom nom nom, yikes. Frog in time, bead style, yes. And then the other side is still gonna look like it does, but with the colors in different arrangements. The yellows need to face each other instead. Yeah, the yellows need to all face each other. I don't know. You know, when you're learning something for the first time, you kind of end up with a lot of trying over, retrying kind of things happening too. And I also want to compare it to this one as far as all the internal rotation. Or make a new one of these and then, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just experimenting. I'm playing. Whatever. But I do want all the faces on the Batwing to also face inwards like it does on the cycle here. But it took me 12 tries to get it on a regular one, so I don't know how many tries it'll take me to get it on mine. And this is mine. It's not going anywhere. It's a color palette I came up with in like June, and I really, really liked it. I think I need to do... I don't know what I need to do, other than take it apart and try again. Or I could try to make these do what I actually want them to do before I take this apart. I also need to bring up that Instagram post where I'm like, this is the correct way to do it. A lot of what I use Instagram for is just personal reference for me to go back to. Like, it's a gallery of my own work for me to go back and figure out what I was doing. So I need to look for Raven Cycle as I was putting it together. I think it's this one. This is the butterfly jellyfish arrangement needed to get your hot corners to all point inwards on one rotation to all point outwards on the reverse. Okay. So it would be, well, these two. But I don't really want it to do that. So these and these face inwards, and this faces whichever direction I need it to face. Probably not that way. I don't know how to set up a bat wing. I really don't. Okay, but like, say that is facing inwards, so say that is oh yeah, I definitely had them in the wrong place. Okay. Wait, no, that's fine, that's fine. Those were in the right place. I don't know, I'd probably this way? So I get quiet and weird, sorry guys, that's what I'm thinking. I know my focus is all stupid again because I didn't think I was gonna be going downwards. Okay. So would it be like that? Is that how you would do that? No, I don't think you could. Because then, no. Because then this one would be going this direction. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. When you find a lost needle, the hard, oh no, please don't sit on it. I heard a story about somebody needing like surgery once when they like just sat on their needle. Okay, so maybe I need to turn this the other way. Oh, I hate doing this because I'm always like scared I'm gonna bust out the middle. Okay, come on, go flat the other way. Like that? Instead? Wait, no. That work? That might work. And then just like zip that other side up. I don't know. So I think this one would slide in there, and this one slides in. How does that do that? This way? That definitely forms the, do it this way. This is the inward facing way. Puzzle timer, right? Yeah. Okay, so I am gonna get out the beads. And I'm not gonna take this apart until I get this side situated the way I want it, and then I can take this side apart, and then I can refigure it the way I like it. Do I have this teal over here still? No, I put it away. Okay. I have to go digging for... I want the dark teal. I don't know. Yeah, what edge bead colors do I want? I know I want the teal. Part of this at least. And then if the flower's here, then the donut is there. But I want the donut to face because it faces this way. So the donut has to be on this edge for it to work properly. The flower has to be on this edge, and the other one is a hinge face. Bat wings are weird. Ugh, bought a new package of bead baggies and can't, oh no. Okay, so let's get all the rest of these out of the way so as not to confuse myself further. Because the weird part with the bat cycles is you only have 3 pieces instead of 4 to hinge together. Because the other side of this counts as the 4th piece. So, I'll get out the metallic teal. The metallic teal. To start. If I need any of the other colors, I'll grab them as needed. I'm using the Miyuki Gold thread. This is my practice piece, my practice cycle for Miyuki Gold thread. It's really interesting. I know, yeah. I should probably actually also look at the actual instructions. My bad. It should be in the butterfly. let me cue that up again. Come here, you. How do I put a bat cycle together? Give me a bat wing. You a bat wing? I don't think you're a bat wing. That one's the regular one. Is it in here? I feel like it should be in here. No, that's the regular one. Okay, what am I? Because the butterfly assembly came out of Batwing construction, but I don't think the Batwing's also in here. It is not. Okay. Let's go back to the website. Bat cycle butterflies. At least that would show me how to assemble it correct. Okay, okay. Maybe? I gotta switch this around. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first bat cycle, just so you know. And I'm making it for me as practice before I make anything for anybody else. I think I got that. Okay, there's my star. That's what I want. I want my star. Wait. Oh, it's the same. Oh, would it be this way? No? Wait, how do I get the... Ah! Maybe I twisted a different direction? Ah. There we go. No, why is it up there? I don't want that one to be the point. No. Let's choose this one? No. That one's not it either. No. How about this way? Yeah. Eh? Eh? No, I want them to mirror each other. You can do it. That's the tricky part, is the hexagons are a pain. Should I have gone for a complicated pattern on my first one? Probably not. Did I do it? You bet your butt. There we go. I think I got it. Yay! I got it. I don't know how, but I got it. Okay, so I think if I do it this way. So this. Does that mean this? Come here. Okay. So. These go in this way. This goes. That's my regular egg on toast. I need to make it square, and it'd be egg toast. I'm glad you got that. You live, you learn, and humans learn trial by error. Yes. Okay. So if that goes that way, and these point outwards, but they'll point inwards in the end, then that means these go this way. Bah. And the other side is on the other side, and I can't, like, visualize it yet. Okay, so that should work. Watch me do all this prep, and then it'd be time to go. Oh no, that'd suck. It happens a lot, though. Okay, so we have the Miyuki thread. And let me find the bobbin, if I have some from the last project. I think so. I think I see some. Yes. Miyuki Gold. Size 11 needle. Because you're doing lots and lots and lots of thread passes. You don't want a size 10 needle. You will get it stuck. So size 11 needle. Good needle minder. Use my pumpkin pie. My thread. Let's try this. Let's try it. I have no guarantee of success. Like I said, I've never successfully finished a bat cycle before. This is the second one I've started. The first one I stopped because the colors weren't contrasting enough. I really like the colors and I like them together, but I didn't want to look at them for as long as it would take to make a cycle. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? So I didn't continue. I took it apart. You can do it, man. I can. Okay. Okay. So. Okay. Stay put, guys. You need to be friends, okay? We're gonna be friends. So this means the eggs are going to be hinges and these outside edges are going to be hinges. So if that's the case, because whatever's going to be a hinge here, you also have to consider is going to be a color that shows up here. So I did one color for all of this here. You know, that's typically I do just one color all the way around. Sometimes I like to bridge with colors that match or coordinate, so I'm debating if that's something I could do. Like if I wanted a full donut, or if I wanted a full egg flower. Or if I just want to, like, make it easy on myself. I should probably just make it easy on myself. Because I learned that the crest color, this pumpkin color, doesn't do great as the contrasty. It's not my thing. So I think I'll probably just make it easy on myself. Just do the one color. Friends, I did like the Color Eyes needle from Beadsmith, but they did not last very long. Oh, that's sad. A donut design would be sweet with that. Yeah. Oh, it is a donut. I just don't know if I want to, like, have purple as the hinge color all the way across. Also, hinges are typically done in size 15 beads, and I don't know that I have a size 15 in this color palette that I like. No. See, these are my 15s, and I don't have a huge selection. And I have a couple others in another container. I have a magenta that might work. Magenta could be cool. Magenta and these could be cool. I think I'm making it too complicated. I see it. I like it. So nice and neat. Yeah, I love the bead containers. The little round ones. And they come in various sizes. This one holds 50 grams. A whole 50 grams. These hold about 10. Could just do gold. No, gold wouldn't. No, that wouldn't work. I could just do the same color, but it wouldn't be nice. I want 11s. I want 11s. I don't care. It's mine. It's mine. I can do what I want. It's nice storage. Yeah, it's good. And I have them labeled. So 15 delicas and 15s. Because they do make delicas. Look at them. Tiny delicas. Itty babies. My collection is very small. I only have like 4. But I can have more someday. Someday. If I had this silver line teal in size 15s or anything close, I would use that. But I don't. So I'm just going to start with one of my egg pieces. I don't ever tie a knot. When I'm starting a Kaleidocycle, I actually leave a pretty long tail, about 10-12 inches, because you'll use that to hinge up your hinge, to stitch up your hinge. So I do a stop bead. Boop, stop bead. And I'm going to leave these guys down here for reference and use this one. They're all about the same anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Go up through the tip. Point my tip down that I want to be the center. So like the lime is the center here, I started here. And then, let me see if I can reach my beads without messing up this. And then you just add one bead all the way around. So clear and see-through. Yeah, I don't keep anything in the tubes or the baggies they came in. Like, I have a pile over here of new stuff that I need to process and label. And typically I have a label on the bottom if I know what it was. This I've apparently owned for long enough that I have kept it around a while and never labeled it. I'm sure it was Bead Treasures. Pretty certain. I mostly just buy silver lined in person, so I definitely think it was Bead Treasures. But it's been so long ago that I it wasn't at a time where I was labeling everything coming in. The teal? Yeah. So we're doing one bead in each stitch all the way around. It's just going to be a contrasting edge bead color. That's what this is serving as. I think it is the Bead Treasures because I have the same color. Oops. I snagged it. It's a pretty nice color. I like it. I've used it a lot over the years. A lot. You know, because that was all that was available for the longest time. So, to me. Okay. One more after this. Okay, and so when I get back here to where the stop bead is, I'm actually going to take it out and then string it on my needle because I don't want the stop bead thread showing, but I do want to still use the bead. Oh, come on. There we go. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to tie an overhand knot twice to lock that bead in place. Once. Come on, just. Whee! Sorry for all the spinning. But I've double knotted it there, see? Okay. So you want the tail thread out of the way. I'm not really caring which way I'm pointing the triangle. It's all going to be an organic shape anyway. Prince, it's the only one I have in that color. In that colorway, so nice. Yes. I'm going to go through what was the stop bead and is now just a tip bead. And the first delica. And here is where the genius of the butterfly assembly method comes in. Hello, Green Fang. Welcome. Appreciate that host. In the treasures. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's the only thing in the treasures this color is you're going to exit this first delica and you're going to go through the second one in this row. And what you're going to end up with is 2 11s or 15s if you're using 15s. You can do anything for hinges. I just prefer the 15s. They're more subtle. But I don't have a color I like in them, so. And you're going to do that for each of the next 4 stitches. You want 5 hinge beads. Because this is a 6 bead triangle, so 6 row triangle. Or however many hinge beads you want. I don't know, it's your cycle. Green Fang, do you watch the Orville? I have watched half of an episode. And that was it. I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I tried. A friend of mine was like, will you watch this with me? And I'm like, I'll try, sure. And then, like, we watched half. And then conversation got off track and then we didn't go back. But that was about all I could take anyway. I'm sorry. I know some people really love it. But some people also really love The Office, and I can't. 3, 4, and 5. But how are you today, Green Fang? What are you up to? I assume watching the Orville? I assume. Okay, so I've got all 5 hinge beads in there. We'll come back to these later. That's what this thread is for. So we're going to go through this first delica, and I'm being very careful because these beads are all matte. This white and this pumpkin-y terracotta color are all matte, so they're fragile. So you just want to be slow and careful. You don't want to bead fast when putting a cycle together. You could break beads. Green Fang. Since Norm Macdonald's passing, I wonder if they'll just retire Yafit, Norm Macdonald's character from the show, or just recast the character. I haven't seen the show, but I heard a lot of good things about it. And I'm good. All right. Glad you're good. Yeah, I haven't seen it either, other than like half that episode. Okay. Come. Oh, weird. Wait. I know how this goes with triangles. I don't know how it goes with... How did I get these other ones assembled? Bat cycle. Will this work? I don't know that will work. Oh shoot. Maybe I still don't have it right. But I want the star to face the... okay. Give me a second. I have done something. X-File, I didn't know Norm died. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know I'm not familiar with a lot of things I probably should be. So 2 sides have triangles. And I need this side to face down this way. Oh, wait. Maybe if I flip them? Oh. Will this work? If I just mirrored them the other way. Okay. Okay, that might. And then this goes this way. I think. Ah! Hello, Sensonoshi. Welcome. I am learning something new. Well, learning something I typically know how to do, but in a new way. It's interesting. Okay, so if I put this through here, will that work? Oh no. We're going for it. We're gonna see. What time is it? I don't know what time it is before I get like too invested. Oh geez, it's almost time anyway. I need to end stream early today, but I'm gonna at least try to set this piece in here. Zipping up, zipping up. Yeah. I am so backwards. But like I said, this is my first one, and by the time I get to like my 10th or 12th one, then I will like be at a point where I'm like, why did this give me so much trouble? I don't understand, you know? You know that feeling? Yeah, that feeling. What am I doing? Okay. So we're on the edge here. And when you're on the edge like that, you want to add a bead. Hello, brain explosion. What is this weird technique? Okay, so making a kaleidocycle, right? So standard kaleidocycle. I've assembled this one partially, but I don't like the edge beads I used. And it has these little weird splits in them. So because of the weird shape of this bead, this piece in the middle, it makes the whole thing just flip on its head. It's weird. Brain implosion of the kind. Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Okay. We want those to face different. I don't understand some things. Oh no, what did I just do? Wrong side. Okay, this side. This side. I'm on this side. I was adding a bead. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to teach myself how this goes together, basically. I believe in you. You believe. You believe. You guys know as much as I do. You know, I don't know if I've looked at Kate McKinnon's like tutorials for this or not, or if she has them. RLB. Look at that craziness! Oh my gosh! Yes, indeedy. I think you will be getting an entry into a giveaway for the next protocycle for that, because you are all filled up. I'm practicing for yours, okay? I'm practicing for yours on mine. I owe you and Desky one next. So I'm going to mark you down as a giveaway entry instead. Which means you could probably end up with all of them. Friends, it was aliens. Aliens, you say? Lol, OMG. Not going to say it was aliens, but Godzilla for RLB, not surprise. Are you right? But yeah. Any future subs from anybody who is completing their current cycle will be entered into a prototype giveaway. That's the same for like new subs as well. So protocycle will be coming soon because I'm going to be all sorts of messing up here in the near future on designs and patterns and such. And RLB can attest that they're really gorgeous. All those goofy triangles along the way. Can't believe that. Oh my gosh. Prince, yes. My mascot is also an alien, though, as a spider killie. Right, yes. All the aliens in chat. Me and Godzilla are BFFs. They are fabulous, yes. I loved the protocycle. That one was actually pretty fun. I'm excited for the next one. We have about six or seven pieces for it so far out of 24. It's going to be so much sooner than we think, guys. So much sooner. Okay, so I'm on this side now. Weird. This is so much different than what I'm used to. So, like, who is it? Kaya! Holy moly! Kaya. So long since I've seen you. Hello, hello. Welcome, Raiders. Hello, hello. To anybody in Kaya's stream coming in, I am on 1 hour follower only mode at the moment. I am so sorry, but I'm not super well set up for any hate raids that may or may not come in. And I'm about to end stream soon, but you can always catch me on Tuesdays and Saturdays from 2 p.m., usually till 6 p.m. Tonight, Ixo and I are going to a birthday, so I'll be ending here in a little bit. But thank you, Kaya, for coming in. Welcome. How are you doing? What were you making? Woot woot. Thank you for the follow. Bowza 13. That's a great name. I like it. I am actually I typically make kaleidocycles. This is past tense for like subs and such, but we're transitioning to a new system. But I am honoring my old system. So this one is going out the door on Monday. I finished something for it earlier today. I am making myself the upgraded model. This is the Batwing. This is an assembly that I didn't quite like. I'm not as happy with the contrast around the edges, so I'm making a new a new model for myself with my own pieces to see if I like it better. I don't know. I'm being weird. Working on Woodland Sal. Ooh, fancy. I don't think I've seen that one in a while. All right, and so I have put in one triangle of my fried egg flour up here. I'm aiming for the starburst on this side. I don't know what it's going to look like on this side. Probably just the typical pattern of increases. Yeah, roughly. I don't know. I went a little too complex. If you guys know me at all or don't know me yet enough, I get a little over ambitious on some of my projects. So that's the thing that happens. But it looks like I think I have to go all the way this way and around with those edge beads before I can put in the triangle. So I'm just going to be doing that, putting in edge beads. And I'm just going to keep to the one color. Just make my life super simple, you know, not get too complex at all. It's just the contrast. It's just pretty. That's all. RLB, it's very pretty with animals. I can imagine so. Kaya, part of the sale started back in 2020, trying to finish them all. Oh no. Because you're usually good at keeping up with like all of them. Just all the Sals. Kaya is Sal Queen anyway. Ambitious? No way. You over ambitious? I don't believe it. Over ambitious is my middle name, guys. That is my middle name. RLB, make your life super simple. Don't let RLB come up with crazy ideas to turn into cycles. We have backup plans though, right? So far, I haven't come across a pattern I couldn't make. But, you know, we have the remainder of what's left for somebody to stump me. I almost got stumped with that grapevine, but it happened, and it worked just fine. Kaya, till you lose your stitch bug by 4 months. Oh no. Oh, did you burn out? I'm so sorry. We do have a backup plan. Yes, RLB. Kaya, RLB would also never come up with crazy ideas. No, she wouldn't. She's not that person. She has the most simple of simple ideas you can ever imagine. Most simple. My grapevine turned out fabulous. It did. I'm very, very proud of that one. And I'm going to have to design several more pizzas like that all at once instead of one triangle at a time. Which means lots of new graphs to make. I don't think I burn out personally, but I think the pandemic depression squished it for... Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, you know, trying to get used to life being different can definitely put whatever else you have going on hold as well. I'm sorry, but it does, yeah. It squished a lot of things for a lot of people. Okay, this is hard to hold. This piece is weird shape. Weird shape piece. Wait, so if this is a hinge side, do I need to go back through these beads? Is that what I did on this one? I don't know what I did on this one. Looks like I did 2 sets of beads. But if it's a hinge side, I would think it just needs the 1 set of beads. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Here. Whoa, hello. Thank you for the alert, Kaya. Appreciate it. Gotta take care of the puppers. All right. I almost read that as peppers, and I'm like, you know, yes, please, go water the peppers. But enjoy. I'm not going to be here for too long. I'm just trying to figure out this little bit. Okay, yeah, I kind of like it like this. Because theoretically, the front and back of this hex would be two different pieces if it was a regular cycle. So you wouldn't need two different edges, right? Well, I don't know. I'm just doing whatever. It's working, sure. We're pretending it's working. I don't know. Okay. So we have that zipped up, and then space for the donut in here. Little bit of thread came loose there. I'll have to burn it off later. I'm kind of tempted to go back and add hinge beats now, but I could probably do the triangle, come down, add hinge beats, go back up, and then reinforce the triangle? Maybe? I don't know what I'm doing. Ugh. Okay. Albie, by the way, thanks again for the tulip recommendation. I really do like my needles I got for beading on Esther's Waves. That's amazing. Yes, tulips are the best. And this is like the second time they've come up in conversation today. If you don't have tulip needles, you should. You should. At least buy whatever craft you're doing, at least buy 1 pack. And then you'll be hooked for life. And then you'll never look at anything else again. That's how we enable. See you later, Kyra. Yeah. Prince, Turkey's getting me because I set a ringtone for my bro that sounds the same. It's my lurk sound. They weren't that expensive. No, they really aren't. Especially in the grand scheme of things and like how long they last. Like, yeah, they're more expensive than a pack like of needles that has like 3 or 4 times as many. But you need the 3 or 4 times as many because you're just gonna break them or bend them or lose them that fast, you know? Whereas the more expensive needles, you won't break or bend or lose very fast at all. At all. Okay, so I'm up here now, and I'm going through this bead, which will probably reinforce this egg, I guess. Go around and reinforce these beads. I'm trying to learn a new thread path, and it's weird because it's so much different than the other one, which you can just like lay out flat. Because I'm forming them into tetrahedras as I'm learning the thread path, and that's what's throwing me. So I'm just gonna reinforce, you know, and at least it was probably a good idea for me to choose 11s for my first one because the 15s usually, there's not enough room a lot of times for thread to go through so many times. So learning with size 11s is probably the best idea, honestly. It was about $8 US for 6 of them. That's not too bad. And that's cheap, really. I spend that for 2 Easy Glide needles. Oh, geez, yeah. Well, use my 20% off coupon, says Prince. Do it. Tulips are best. Tulips are winners. Ow. Poke me. Okay, coming along this side. Going through the teals and like the yellows over here. This tail thread is throwing me because I don't know how it plays into this, but I didn't want to not have a tail thread just in case, because they're always super handy in cycles. I don't always think tail threads are the handiest things, but some projects, you know, you need to work the other direction, and it's easier if you just leave a thread there to work from. Cycles are one of those. This is making my brain hurt. You guys like making my brain hurt on stream, right? Like, because this is practice. Practice for you guys. Okay. So now, I think I can come up here on this side and start putting in the donut. Say that with a question mark in my voice. Donut? And from the way I had it arranged before I messed it up, it would go this way. I think that's correct. Yeah. So, where it's that side, donut goes, yeah, donut goes this way. The crust on this side. And because the edge beads are all around, all I'm doing is zipping it in. And it feels huge. It feels like it shouldn't be this huge. Okay. RLB, I wound up with size big to 10 big eye applique needles. Interesting, cool. Prince, I made so many paper beads that need their own drying table. Oh no, that's a lot of beads. Goodness. RLB, they're quite flexible, so that was nice. That's good. I'm glad you like Tulip. I recommend them for a reason. It's like, because I have, anything I recommend is something that I have tried myself. If I haven't ever tried it, I can't vouch for what it will or will not do, but if other people vouch for it, you know, go with their opinions. Totally. This feels so big because the beads are like not delicas, that it's gonna be all cave-in-y. Maybe I should like stuff it. Do you think I should stuff it? Probably not. I haven't ever stuffed any of the others. Prince can never have too many beads. True. Very true. Never. There we go. There's this. I feel like this corner is going to be just like a mega big gap. Look at that. But I don't like tying them together either, because they need the space to wiggle as they turn and stuff. So maybe my frustrations with this cycle are that it's all sorts of different sizes and things. That's what you get when you pick things based off the colors you have, not the beads you have too. Well, the colors you want, not the beads you have that match the colors you want. Because I didn't have everything delicas. It just helps. It just helps with the structure of it if they're all cylinder beads. So this is the first non-cylinder bead cycle I've made in a while, like since my first one. It just feels weird in comparison, that's all. Okay. This goes into one set of these. The other set will be for the hinge itself. So the closer set will be here. Aha! Oh geez. Yeah, I've been really meaning to get back to this project anyway, so I'm glad I picked it. Ease for me! So it can be my demonstration cycle for you guys. That's the idea of this thing. Something fun for me to look at that was nice for me to make and cool colors that I like. And then also an easy way for me to demonstrate on stream what a finished bat cycle looks like. Okay. That was a pain in the butt. But there's our tetrahedra with our little bat flap split wing thing here. I don't know if I should have done that. Should I have done that? Is that too cinched together? Did it not need to be that cinched? Did it need 2 rows? Did I go back through later and bead onto... What did I do with... I don't know my life. Oh, wait, no, I did need the 2 rows. Yeah, I usually do the 2 rows. Shoot. Okay. But I didn't this time. Oh, so basically I just accidentally jellyfished it. Be right back again. Alright. I'm gonna be contemplating my weird choices here. I'm gonna get caught up, aren't I? Okay. Dang, where am I? Okay, I need to go this way. Okay. So reinforcing the donut somehow as I make my way towards what needs to be another hinge. Goodness, okay. Like I said, just go through slowly. You don't want to be like super pushy, especially if you have any matte finish beads at all in your project, because they're very fragile. You definitely want to be very careful with them. Yeah, that just looks funky. We'll see what happens, but I don't think I like that. I might have to come back to it and I don't know. We'll see. Just looks weird, that's all. Two. Three. And 4. Peyote stitching here, and you'll peyote stitch 5 back. And it's odd count, so you'll have to like do a weird turnaround. I always seem to end up in odd count. You do a lot, don't you? But it's more symmetrical sometimes, so it totally makes sense. But it's just sometimes a pain. So when I end up in odd count, I just go up 3. Adjacent friend bead over here. Oh, geez. Okay, let's see if I can. You can tell it's a geometric piece because I'm having trouble getting my needle to go where I want it. So up the neighbor bead. Through the one in the middle. I want to exit the top bead, so I'm going to go down the bottom bead. And I wrapped around this one. Come on. Don't you dare. Oh my gosh. There we go. Aha! Okay. And then out this one. And I do want to leave the thread on because this will hinge to whatever's on the other side. It looks so weird and strange. And then I also need to make a hinge up here to connect to the piece that will end up next to it. So you go through the end bead and the delica. Ooh, that feels tight. Hope I don't have to go through that one again. And this bead. And then you do your 2 rows here. The other side will only have 1 row instead of 2 when you are hinging. Ironic cheese, guess what? Alright, got to go, Tam. I love you. Bye, Queen Home Slice. See you later. Bid you later. Alright, cheese, just got the package. Hooray! I sent a bunch of them out on the same day, so lots of people have been getting theirs today. Hooray! I'm glad it arrived safe. I totally didn't take a picture of the thank you note, and I was really proud of it, and I forgot to take a photo. So I need to get better at that, taking pictures of my beads doing silly things on thank you notes. It's something that I am not practiced enough at. There have been a lot out there that I just regret not getting pictures. But yeah, I'm glad you got it. The doodle on the card is so cute. I'd like a photo of it if you wouldn't mind, because I forgot to take one. But no rush. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I'm glad you got it. I'm glad it arrived safe and sound. Okay, here is our turnaround again. Maybe you'll see it easier this time. So up 3. Get that last one. You just put into place. Turn around, point the other direction is easy sometimes. Up the neighbor bead. Up the middle bead. And the bottom one. I want to be exiting right here. Ta-da! Okay, I'm done with this. I gotta go. Alright, so we have the hinge here, and directly across you want it to be on the spine here, which is what we've got. So I don't know if this is the right contrast either. It might be. I like it better than this. So like theoretically it would go that way, but this is not facing the same way on purpose. I was trying to do something different with this piece, which I think I got it towards the middle, so we're good. Okay. Which means on the other side, what's towards the middle in this? This is towards the middle, and it would alternate in a blue-white star pattern, with the oranges being upwards towards this crest here. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, this is my first of this type of cycle. It's new to me, how it all goes together. So, I think this is the way it should be. I'll have to do it 5 more times to find out. I took photos, it's in DM. Alright, thank you, Ironic Cheese. Alright, and for the rest of you guys, we are going to raid. I'm ending a little later than I wanted to end sooner, but we're gonna go raid somebody. We got 23 viewers, might as well share them. Okay, who is live? Okay. Just say that wasn't time to raid. No, Ixo and I have plans at 6, so we have to be there at 6, which is like just over half an hour from now. So I gotta find somebody quickly. And then it's gonna have to be a raid and run for me. If you guys have a preference of who you want to stick around and see, let me know in chat. If somebody in your list is live that you'd love to go hang out with, I will take suggestions. Because it's Saturday, so a lot of the people on my list aren't live right now. And the ones who are ones I don't interact with as much. Xfella, I'm not used to the 6 p.m. crowd. There's barely anybody on my list. Yeah, same. Same. Maggie, I know that. I meant I was about to give you a reminder about that. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. How about we try Lioness? I haven't hung out with her in a bit, and I won't be able to hang out today. But the majority of you have fiber arts interests. For the most part, she crochets amigurumi, I believe, and I don't know what she's doing today. Looks like she might be having a sale of some sort, but I will raid regardless. So in the meantime, guys, I will see you on Tuesday at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. our regular stream time here at Vanishing Pro. Saturday, don't know if it's going to be a repeat of today or not. We don't know if there's going to be another birthday celebration next week because it's Ixo's mom next week instead of his brother like today. See ya! But yeah, Tuesday for sure, full stream. Saturday, unknown. I'll update you guys. But in the meantime, I will bead you later. Thanks for streaming. Glad I could hang out. I'm glad you could too, X-File. That was very nice. Very nice surprise to have you in chat today. All right, thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. Appreciate you all. All right, come on.
That one. Yeah. That's saying. My brain go burr right now, so please. Oh.